What?
We're live. Welcome in, everybody. Jam, what's going on?
Or Space King!
What's going on, everybody? Hope we're all doing great. Ghost Hunter's like, that's not painting Conquest.
It doesn't say that anywhere. Does it?
No. It
I
says
think Chris changed it.
I did change it. Ghost Hunter's just being silly.
He didn't read. Can't read.
Oh, boy. How are we all doing today? I'm making sure we got this one, two.
Holy, too hard to prime.
Prime. Holy Prime.
Yes, holy
Prime. Hope everybody's doing well today.
Oh, we're doing well, Chris.
Are you?
Oh, we are doing well.
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are.
That's like the oldest one in the book, I think. It's got to be up there.
I know you are, but what am I?
Prisoner says, oh, where did that come from? I love flash gifts.
It came from Flashgit's land, and I'm going to talk like this all day long.
Oh, boy. Don't know if I
A true psycho warrior.
I don't know if I can handle that.
Christopher?
I don't know if I can handle this. This business, this voice, chat. Papa Chicken, you're all awesome. Really wanted to say thank you again for your demo yesterday. Absolutely.
It's only because you're awesome, Papa Chicken, because you sent us a chicken. There, payback's a bitch.
Hey, whoa, whoa.
You got an amazing tutorial for a chicken. That's what happened.
I guess
You deserve everything you get, Papa Chicken.
I guess that's
I'm saying it as if it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing. See that? See how it works?
I think that was good. Oh, Spitfire Miniatures, 33 months. First off, question. I have a question if you don't mind.
Ah, yes.
When I think of a glaze, I think of a paint that's even thinner than a wash or shade paint, but the glaze and wash medium seems thick. Do you add water to it?
You can. A glaze is simply a transparent color, translucent color. Like if you're painting on canvas, glazes typically are much thicker. Now, can you do them to where they're like all over filters and thinner like what we do in miniature? Sure. But by and large, glazes tend to want to be thicker so that you can paint them on in exact areas and not have them flow like a wash.
Yeah.
But for minis, a lot of times when we're doing it, we're using it as more like a wash that stays where you put it as opposed to running into, the low spots. Okay. So yeah, you can definitely thin it out with water. The water will give it the viscosity it needs to flow more like a wash if that feels more comfortable to you when glazing. But a lot of people have a problem with watery glazes. They tend to be less controllable, hard to get your head around, how much material to place on the model at any given time, all that kind of stuff. So it can be a little daunting, which is why the glaze wash medium is thicker to boot. So it helps you learn glazing when the paint feels like paint and not like water. That's the goal.
Yeah.
All right.
This is from a YouTube show, Shadowcast.
It's a Psycho Warrior.
It's a parody on 40K.
It is a parody on 40K that it's hilarious, by the way. The characters in it are hilarious. They've got all of the 40K tropes, right? The self-assured captain or lieutenant, right? The crazy pathological freaking chaplain, right? Yeah. The kind of weird, like, Simpsons character apothecary, he's really, like, I don't know what he is. He's self-doubting.
Yeah.
Apothecary, I think is the way to put it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It is some really good stuff. They catch some flack, but I think if you watch it, you'll see that they love 40K as much as anybody and are willing to take a stab at it and have just created this IP called Space King. Space King is the emperor that they worship. We do it all for Space King on his throne. It's hilarious.
It's so silly.
There's heresy and big space monsters and all sorts of crazy stuff. It's not all like 40K derivative. There's some weird stuff in there. But there's like a lust demon one that they fight with that's crazy. It's just some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Chestnut, yeah. The globules, yeah, they make Space Marines by stealing young boys.
It's so wild.
They go to planets, and you'll see them on the planet, and they raid the planet and chase around and steal young boys.
It's so wild, dude.
And they take the young boys and they put globules in, which is testicles. And each of the globules is like enormous and has a barcode on it with the face of the psycho warrior that they represent.
Yeah.
And they shove the globules into these small boys who then turn into that guy.
They come back to life.
They come back to life. So it's like a reincarnation system in this world as opposed to 40K where you get a new person to make a Space Marine out of. No, all of their Psycho Warriors are just reincarnations of the ones they can save the globules from. Save the globules! It's hilarious.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Double T, Wad, Ghost Hunter, Sazzle, Plum Country, Paint Space King.
But holy...
Well, you also said,
prime.
like, you had to... This was like one of the... you have the color plastic ones.
Yeah, this one was pre-colored.
Right.
They made a series of these that's limited to, I don't know how many, a couple hundred or something like that. And I contacted them because it said they were out of the gray plastic, ones for painting and customizing. Kind of like vinyl toy plane. And they said, no, we have painted ones.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess I could just prime it. And they said, yeah, because it's hard plastic. It's not like, a stupid Chinese grocery store toy.
Yeah.
So I trusted them, and they sent it over, and we got it yesterday, and here it is, boom, and it is a really good model.
It's silly.
It's on this huge-ass base, right? It came in some amazing packaging. Holy.
Yeah, the packaging was cool.
The packaging was tremendous, like buying an Apple product. Like, these guys don't kid around. It came in a box, right? It's Star Defender, Space King, Psycho Warrior, Star Defender. And, but it has, like, look at the quality of this like, heavy foam with the plush feel. Huh. And then the guy was in the laser cut foam.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, crazy.
What a good...
Smells all fresh. Yeah, what a hell of a package. So, there you go.
There you go.
I don't know if they still have them. It says, praise be to Space King. When Space King raised the hammer of perfection to forge his sacred Psycho Warriors, he didn't need to swing twice. Their minds would be strong, unencumbered by reason, blessed with psychosis. Their bodies would be indomitable, thick slabs of interwoven muscle capable of heaving humanity to the stars. They would be armored in hatred with Psycho Blaster and Psycho Sword in hand. They would crusade forth for the betterment of humanity and the worsenment of alien kind. The worsenment of alien kind.
The worsenment.
Lastly, they would not fear death, for it is reversible with a minor and totally routine, non-invasive surgical procedure that absolutely nothing to worry about.
It's pretty wild how they do that.
And then the Star Defenders chapter. The Star Defenders Legion are experts in drop first, think later tactics. Often surprised by their own speed of descent and lack of planning, they have a particularly high casualty rate. Yet this is merely a necessary byproduct of their intense faith in Space King and their fervent desire to defend his stars from the filthy, presumptuous aliens occupying them.
Yep.
Jump in, think later. Ah, Blood Angels.
Wild.
That's why they're red with blue helmets. They're Blood Angels.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Star Defenders are Blood Angels.
Hooper says, does Monument Transparents work as a glaze effect?
Sure. Thin them out. Thin them. Aggressively thin them, because the transparents are super transparent.
Yeah.
Or super colorful. So you're going to get a lot of color out of them when you use them. So you want to make sure that you thin them aggressively. All right? But I don't want to paint. I want to paint this guy like we would a normal model and not cartoonish.
Okay.
So I'm gonna paint him like, not super grimdark, but weathered and beat up armor.
Are you gonna paint him like he's a part of a legion?
I think we should.
Like your Blood Angels.
Not Blood Angels. I'm sick of painting red. But we could paint like an Ultramarine.
You could. Actually, that'd be kind of cool.
Right. We could paint him up like an actual ultramarine, but like all beat up.
Yeah, you could.
I don't know. What do we think, chat? What color combo should we do?
Black Templar, Night Lord, Salamanders.
Black Templar? I don't want to paint black armor.
Salamander, Black Templar, Night Lord.
No heresy. I'm a good guy.
Hot pink. I think
when I commit my murder, I like to be the good guys.
Thunder Warrior, lots of bronze. That's already been done.
Let's just paint it non-metallic gold. It's a custode. No. N-O.
We've done a bunch of that. Imperial Fist, Angry Marine, Imperial
Fisters.
Fist.
It could be the Fisters. It's the Fisters. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Everybody's always asking about yellow.
Yeah.
We haven't painted yellow in a while.
Actually, you know what, Jason? That is actually a good point. Everybody's been asking about how to paint
like
yellow.
How to do yellows. Let's do them, but let's do our own Legion, and it'll be the Fisters. And instead of the hand on there, it'll be like a punching fist, like a
like a fist.
like a dab, burnt, like a fist, right? It'll be the Fisters. And we'll put that on the other shoulder, like Fisters, in like a hand done scrolly thing.
Yeah. Imperial Fisters.
No, not Imperial, just Fisters.
That's what Mo said.
It's the Fisters. We'll do a white helmet on yellow armor. How about that? How about them apples?
Yeah. Painting yellow.
Right? Yellow and white.
Space Fisters. There it is. And here we go.
Fisters. Right.
And there you go.
Off and running. All right, then. What would be a great undercolor for Fisters? Why, glad you asked, because red oxide sounds fantastic.
What would be, is that what you typically start your yellows with, Jason?
No.
No.
I would actually do it with, like, burnt sienna.
Oh, okay.
Let's do burnt sienna.
Just going straight for it.
Yeah.
Now, why is it so popular right now with the pink and yellow?
Because pink and yellow give you, okay, so pink is in the range of magenta.
Yeah.
And of course, magenta and yellow start getting you towards reds and oranges in that spectrum. So when you mix CMY, the magenta and the yellow give you red.
Yeah.
And so in the negative or the subtractive mixing, right, or negative, whatever you want to call it, subtractive mixing, proper term, when you do pigments as opposed to light is additive, pigments are subtractive, meaning that you get the mixed color by not being able to tell the difference between the pigments that are mixed because they overlay and subtract vision from one another.
Okay.
Right? So it's the lack of visibility to any one color that gives you a third color in the mix. And so when we are doing magenta and yellow to get red, you're passing through some of that oranginess, and it just gives you a good warmth to it. But I'm always like, why not just start with orange?
Yeah.
Because I don't want magenta in the shadows unless you do. There could be a creative reason. Like, we want to see magenta in, like, our non-metallic gold on our Sorcerer King.
Right.
We used magenta on this, and you want to see the magenta under the yellow and all that. And then I went magenta, orange, yellow.
Okay.
And that's a neat color combo. It works very well. On the color wheel, it's very expressive. It's a great color combo. But the magenta is not always something you want.
Okay.
I don't want magenta on my Imperial Fists if I were doing this for real. Right?
Gotcha.
I would want it to be dirtier, and magenta doesn't give me that feel necessarily. So I typically start with oranges and not worry about that.
Okay. It's so funny because it's just so popular for some reason. It's been trended for just this last. I've noticed
it comes and goes. It's just it's a very artistic way to create vibrant yellows because it gives you the oranges.
Yeah.
But it makes it tough because if you spray everything pink, you know, hot pink or magenta or whatever, then you wind up with a little bit of an issue with trying to go back into the shadows and turn them into anything. What are you going to go back and like glaze the yellow in the shadows? Because you still need a dark shadow.
Right.
And what magenta and yellow or pink and yellow don't give you is darkness in the depth in the shadows. So if you were to do like dark magenta over this, or like a zenithal, and then dark magenta over this, and then yellow over this, you would wind up with a dark shadow, but that dark shadow would trend towards green where the black is.
Okay.
So that's why I say orange is always better, because something like a burnt sienna as a deep brown or orange in the shadows is going to be something you can just walk away from and be like, spot on.
Got it.
It works. It just works, chat.
And you're going to airbrush this on there?
Airbrush.
Punisher says, Jason only doesn't like magenta undertones for yellow because he refuses to give the people, we the people of chat, pink model we all demand.
Well,
Well,
I've painted a pink model, to heck with you guys. I painted that big bear pink.
To heck with you guys.
To heck with you guys. Acting like I don't do things for chat. I painted your pink. You still don't shut up about it. It's not a color I really think about a lot. You know? Magenta I use as an undertone for a lot of things. You saw me use it with the gold, the non-metallic gold on the Sorcerer Kings. It's a great underpinning color for stuff.
Right.
It's one of the prime colors, right? Cyan, magenta, yellow.
Yeah.
So there's no reason not to use it. But that does not mean that I'm trying to use it on everything as a visible color. You might mix it a lot.
Right.
And that can be really good.
Lumberjack says, but hey, it's not hot pink plaid, though.
Somebody else did that for you.
I did
I
my
refused.
best. That's all.
Baby J fixed it, I thought.
That's all I... Baby J did his own separate one. I did my own one.
But it was hot pink plaid, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
We tried.
Chris tried.
We tried.
Baby J did. And that's all you get, chat. That was Monument delivering for the customer.
There you go.
Never did I tie my name to having to do hot pink plaid. Why would I do that to
This
myself?
is true.
That's horrible. Not a thing.
Non-metallic Meatball says, when painting Blood Angels, how do you keep the red, gold, and black units looking cohesive when they're different colors? Should they all start with the same base color?
A lot of times, yeah. On my Blood Angels, I'll show you in just a second.
Yeah.
I used the same colors in different locations, right? So for my blacks, right, when I was going to do the 30K armor and 40K mentality, I created a Death Company, right, scheme to go along with my reds, so they would look like they were part of the same army.
That model's so big.
So you have the red that started with Payne's Gray, and then Payne's Gray into Dark Plum, and then Dark Plum into Pyro Red, right? So that's it. Payne's Gray, Dark Plum, Pyro Red. Then when I do the black, right, I do the Dark Plum as the shadow. See the red in the shadows? And then Payne's Gray is the basis for my black armor. So the black is Payne's Gray into white blues, and then with a black transparent or black wash over the top of it, so that now they feel cohesive because of that mid-tone shadow color, right? You start seeing the red in there, you see the blue in this, and so putting them together, I think, feels good on the battlefield, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that's the way you would do that. And then if you have gold, well, I already am doing gold trim all over these guys. So guys that have more gold on them are just, they just are going to have more of that color. I don't really have any of that. But here's a good example of one that has like a mix of the two on the same model. So I've got units. I've got units of guys that have got, black chests and black backpack jump packs and full red and variations of where the gold is. And then these guys that I'm not using these guys anymore because I'm not making 40K army. I'm making strictly 30K. So I don't have Death Company anymore because they don't exist in 30K. So I don't have to worry about it, but I still wanted the black in the army. So this is how I'm switching it up now. So I have some units that have more black than others, some with a lot of white on them, using colors to break up and make the army still look unique, and not have to, paint every model exactly the same, right?
Right.
Same with these guys. Do the Sanguinary Guard where I can still do red armor, but gold helmets and create my own vision for them. So I'm not doing like full on gold armor, non-metallic gold full on.
Mo says,
break it up.
Mo says with a highlighted message just to make sure Jason sees this.
Regular dudes with steel. So my non-vets have just got the silver trim on their shoulder plates. So great way to just bust in a lot of different colors in there.
We, the people,
I don't care.
Still want hot pink plaid from the Maestro of Monument.
Don't care.
I had to say it.
Don't care.
Mo, I'm so sorry. That will not be happening.
Mo, it's unfortunate that I don't care.
We hear you. We will not respond.
I don't hear them. I mean, I hear them.
Well, we hear
but I don't hear them.
We are not here for you when it comes to hot pink plaid.
I hear you. I don't hear you.
I hear you, but it's kind of lost in transmission.
You don't really want hot pink plaid. That's the thing. You're just seeing how far you can punt this ball down the field. That's it. That's all you're doing.
If you send us $1.2
million,
Jason Will you paint hot pink?
Hell yeah. I can be bought. My love can be purchased.
So, again, you're going with burnt sienna here for the yellow?
Burnt sienna as a base coat for yellow, yes.
I think this will be a fun model.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been asking about yellow, so I think this is great.
I think the best thing with models like this is that they give me the feeling of like vinyl dolls. They have a lot of open spots, you know, where we can have a lot of fun with painterly application of color.
Yeah.
They're not, you know, strewn with details like the normal GW model would be. They're just a bunch of big flat areas of plastic, which can be a lot of fun.
It is kind of cool. It's very you could take a model like this as far as you want or as little as you want. There's not. It's fun. You can paint in a lot of the detail.
I'm going to do a lot of my coloring like I would a tank with what I call panel highlighting. So I'm going to leave a lot of darkness around the edges of the panels so that I get some baked-in weathering going. I'm going to paint most of the model with this color, although I might not really want some of these sections to be this color at the end of the day.
Why is that?
Like the tubes and stuff. Just because with the airbrush, it makes it a lot easier. You know, like this stuff might be black or non-metallic silver or something like that. But just so I'm not fussing with it too much.
Right. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of detail on this model.
Not
but
really at
it's
all.
detailed.
Yeah,
it's
not
just,
really at all.
it is kind of a cool way to approach it, though. We're so inundated with materials.
What do we think? Same yellow shoulder plates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the yellow with the white head is going to be cool.
Okay.
What a wild looking face, man. It's just wild.
The breather grill is funny. The funnier thing is that the breather grill opens up to reveal their face.
Yes.
Like it's their whole face inside the mouth, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, the eyes make no sense. Justin's asking, question, why not begin with Zenithaling this time?
Typically, I don't. I will use a Zenithal if I need... And what I'm going to do on this guy is do the Zenithal after the orange.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not.
Really?
So, yeah. So I'm going to show you layering your Zenithal on to get vibrant colors. We spoke about it a little bit a couple days ago. And so I think it'll be a good way to show you how to do this here, where you don't need, you know, because yellow as a vibrant color doesn't lay down over darker colors very well.
Yeah.
So burnt sienna here is still a much darker color, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I just go over this with yellow, it's going to desaturate the yellow a lot. Right?
Yeah.
And I'll show you how to make that not an issue.
Using a Zenithal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When we get to the yellow part, we're not. It'll come down the road a little bit. First thing I'm looking for is just good, you know, coverage in it, except like in the darkest shadows, right? You see, I'm leaving a little bit of darkness between the banding of the armor there.
Yeah.
Right. Again, even though I want this to be my shadow color, I can feather it back into the darkness and have that black still do a lot of the work for us in the even darker areas. Mm-hmm. So like down here, let the black and the orange kind of mix, so to speak. So I'm getting a combo of the two, and it gives it even darker nature underneath the bottom of the shoulder plates.
Spitfire's asking, can you can you ask me what you add to your paint when you airbrush?
Nothing.
That was just straight up, right?
This is just straight out of the bottle into the airbrush.
Double T, it's what size base you think that is, Jason? Like 100?
This is probably
100 mil?
like an 80.
80?
It's probably the same size or close to the newer 40K dreads, I would think. Like this guy, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the same size as whatever this is, 85 mil, maybe?
Rocco, what's going on? Yeah, Gabe,
yeah,
it is from Space King.
It's the same base size as the Redemptor dreads, right? Now, it's only that size at the bottom of the flare, but yeah, that's what you want. It's just super thick and tall. So you could use it as a dread, which is really funny now that you think about it. You could use this in your Space Marine armies as your dreadnought. Started painting Tyranids, primed it in black, and I'm going for the purple carapace and pale skin look. That's like High Fleet Leviathan or something like that.
Yeah.
I started with dark purple as the shadows, royal purple for the midtones, and purple for highlights. Still looks really dark. Should the shadow color have been something different? Also for the undercoat on the skin, I went with dark flesh. Dark. If you went with dark purple, royal purple, those two are, you're going to get something like faded plum. Will brighten it up, but you'll do that with a brush. Because remember, that carapace is really dark, right? It doesn't, its highlights are more like, because it's just a dark beetle shell kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I think you're probably good with what you have. And then you just take something like faded plum and edge highlight and put your textures on there. Maybe a little bit of blended highlights on stuff. Please remember, folks, this is a farce of a satire of a, oh, I'm lost. Exactly.
It's so silly. Space King is very silly.
It's so funny. So funny. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. It is Tuesday. And we're at playing Space King. New game. New game.
It would be kind of fun to print a whole army of these guys. I would, like, as your legion.
Can you imagine these guys as the dreadnoughts and then little, like, 32 mil ones as the guys running around?
I think, can you buy the STLs?
No.
I'm curious.
I mean, I'm sure somebody's made an STL, but this official product from Flash Gets is only at this scale, and they only did a limited amount. I don't know if you can go to Flash Gets and maybe they've decided to release more, but I had to get the painted one because the unpainted ones were sold out.
He uses 22 PSI Spitfire.
22 PSI, and I didn't put anything in the paint.
Yep.
This is just straight out of the bottle.
Yeah, I think I've seen some STLs. It's kind of, it's a very simple design, so I'm sure people have made it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's definitely funny. I'd print an army of these guys. That'd be fun.
And call them Thunder Warriors? Oh, I know you would.
No, I have Thunder Warriors already. Yes, Avian, sadly, it is sold out.
Oh, it is?
That's what Avian just said.
Aww. Aww. Maybe they'll do it again. I don't need to worry about this. This is a shadow color, so I'm good. I'm good. We got good coverage. He's burnt sienna. Our fister is coming to life.
Jason, how do you like my light up there?
That's a pretty fancy light. That's from your desk over there. That works really well, actually.
Kind of fun.
Yeah, that works really well.
It's a flickering. It's on a candlelight setting.
Oh, so it. Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's like a little.
Oh, like Halloween. Like.
I think I can change the color.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if I can. I think I can.
Uh-oh.
I thought I could.
Just what we need, chat, is him to have more crap to play with.
More crap to play with? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what. Did my stutter in my words stutter?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see if I can. No, I can't. I'll figure it out later. Oh, I found it. I found it. Look at that. I can do a party.
Does this thing right? This is the guy that travels with the consumer beast.
Nice.
This is trainee first class for the consumer beast. Ah!
Jason, why don't you take?
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Space King?
Why don't you take that big cork off the other guy for your hand?
Why don't you mind your business?
I'm just trying to help you.
Why don't you just mind your business?
Why don't you just mind your own... Look, I can change it to a cop car light. Ready? Oh no, they're coming for me, Chet! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Oh no!
What is this space marine who got stung by a bee?
Oh my goodness. So silly.
This is the Fisters chapter.
Who's the marine that got brain damage, Terry? I don't remember. I haven't seen all of it.
All right.
About the time.
Next color.
Okay, so what color are you leading into now?
Orange oxide.
Okay. How many step ups do you typically get for your yellows?
You know what? I'm just gonna go straight to like Nova Orange.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nova Orange. High contrast, people. High contrast.
That's a big
Little
jump.
Billy says this is a family channel. The Fisters. What are you talking about?
I did it.
Get your mind out of the gutter. You people.
I was gonna say it's like the Crimson Fists or whatever.
See?
The
Imperial, Crimson, and just the Fisters.
Fisters. Yikes.
His name is Circumference from the Fisters.
Oh man. Welcome in, everybody.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. You heard it here first. Well, no. Hopefully you realized that at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
It's a Tuesday.
Hopefully you're not just finding this out. Just going to throw that out.
Little Billy, I'm not saying that out loud. Kruger's saying, why is this guy angry? They're all angry. Oh, so, okay. I like this already. Why Nova Orange?
Why not?
But why Nova Orange, Jason?
But why not?
I'm trying, chat. Why did you decide to make such a big jump?
Why not, Chris? Again, I ask you, why not?
How to paint yellow, chat. Did you do that so that it wouldn't desaturate it right off the gate? Kind of like what we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, what we're doing here is using color to generate the, somebody asked about the zenithal. You don't have to use white. You can just build up your color in that zenithal priming manner to get you where you need to go to make sure that your yellow doesn't desaturate by just going over the top of burnt sienna, right? You could just have put white over the burnt sienna, but that is maybe a little bit too much, right? So the key here is making sure that you blend out your airbrush, leaving your dark spots of burnt sienna where you need them, giving yourself enough landing space for your next color where you need that. Okay, so that's what we're going to be tightening up here, is pushing the Nova Orange deeper into burnt sienna territory.
And Brent says, my Zenithals typically suck. I can't ever get it right, so this is great to watch. What are your tips on Zenithaling?
The biggest tip that I have, and this is a hard model to just show you with like a normal size model, because the way you would do it, and here's a good way to think about this, and we'll draw it out here. Do you have your big marker? You usually have a marker over there for your notes.
I have a Sharpie.
That's what I'm asking for. Thank you, sir. Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah.
Well, no, leave it here. So this is going to mess up the thing and really make Chris mad. But let's say you have your miniature, okay? And you say, like, on something like this, where do you want your zenithal to come from? So let's say, because this miniature is kind of looking over this way, I typically will pick the side that the miniature is facing, right? So my light would be coming like this, off this miniature's left shoulder, okay? Mm-hmm. So if I put it here, you can imagine, like, a lot of times I'll draw a circle. This is the way we used to show you how to do this, right? I haven't done this in years, right? Draw a circle, okay? And then figure out, like, okay, well, then I want my light coming from this direction, right? And I'll draw an arrow. Okay, I'm doing this for right-handers because I'm left-handed, so I always try to remember to show you this as a right-hander. Then the key is, and then mark the base. So the base, you just want to take the part of the base that's facing forward and make yourself a little notch like this. so you can tell where that is. So you can line this back up once you take the miniature out. That way you can put the miniature on there, line it up, and you can see like, okay, I picked my light source is going to be here. Then when you take the airbrush and you spray, you want to pick an angle that's probably about a 45-degree angle, right? That, believe it or not, the camera's angled here weird, so it makes it look like it's steeper than that, but this is about a 45-degree angle to the model. And then when I'm spraying, I want to make sure as I'm doing my zenithal that I'm covering everything, but I'm not changing the angle. Notice how my brush, as I move my hand, won't change the angle that I'm spraying at. And when I want to get the feet, I don't aim down at the feet. I keep the angle the same and I lower the brush down. And then I raise the brush up. So if you want to get lower on the model, keep the angle the same and then lower the brush down to spray the feet, then bring it up to spray the head. But don't do this because the sun doesn't do this, right? The light in the sky does this, right? It hits from everywhere, but it does the same. So if I'm doing the head, I'm shooting and I might be shooting past the head. I'm not aiming at it. Right? I'm shooting like this, and if it just gets a little dusting, that's fine, and then as you bring it down, you're going to do more, and then you can rotate the model, right, and do what you want to do. You're doing this in your hand, not on the table, but I'm just going to show you. And then what you want to do is, from that angle, rotate the model around 180 degrees, right, and then dust it this way. Same angle, same everything, but lighter color, and that'll give you a great zenithal every single time, right? But the big key, and you'll see me do it left-handed all the time, is that you just want to make sure that no matter how you turn the model, right? Like I'm doing the same thing, right? I'm the light's coming off of his left shoulder because that's where he's looking, okay? So I've got it turned that kind of same way. And now as I go and do my spray, I'm going to try to keep the brush the same way all the time. And I'm just going to come down here and do the legs, right? But I'm not changing the angle of it. I'm just bringing the brush down and then I bring it back up for the shoulder over here. And just try to make sure that the paint's always hitting the model at the same angle. Now, I will go through and freehand some stuff because the angle won't do everything I need it to do. But that gives me a really good start and gives you that sharp contrast that you're looking for. You think of it as the airbrush is the sun. So you aim it at the model as the sun up in the sky would be, right? And then just make sure you get all the spots that you can see with it. Lowering it down, not changing the angle, just lowering it down to get the feet down there. Everything I can see.
Nice.
Like the top of the chest here I can see. So
yeah. Perfect. Brent says, awesome, thank you. I've got some things to practice tonight.
Yeah, super easy. Now this guy, because that gun, that huge barrel of the gun and his huge, deformed chest, means that I'm not going to get a lot of orange on his legs. So then you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want that to be okay? Because when I put my yellow down there, it's going to be more orange. There won't be much light. Or for the sake of modeling, do you want to go here and create some fake highlight? And then you will change the angle of your brush just so you can kind of force some color into it. But looking at keeping the same angle that I had from above, right? So here, but I'm having to fake it. I'm going to have to aim directly at a panel to create this false lighting down here. Just because I don't want it to all be dark orange. I want some highlight in it. So I am going to have to kind of go against the grain, so to speak. Like this crotch plate wouldn't have any lighting on it at all because you can't see it from any angle. It's all covered. But I want to make sure it has some contrast. So I'll just rotate the model. And I'll try to spray up above and just kind of to the right of this panel and then fade it out. So it carries on some of the contrast from the rest of the model.
Plum Country's got a great segue question. If you're doing a zenithal for a display model, that a specific lighting environment, let's say a person facing the sun against a wall, would you bother doing it to the back of the model?
I guess I'd have to understand what the ultimate goal was. Like you say, you're doing something for a display. What is the you're trying to do? Like I spattered some paint on there. I guess you'd have to kind of help me understand what it is you're trying to achieve. Like if it's in total darkness and there's only a light from like a window or something that you're trying to do, then maybe not. You know, maybe you can get away with not doing the back. But I typically would say that light has a reflective quality, so it's going to bounce off of whatever's over here and come back to the model. So you might put a little bit of brightness back against the other side. So always be thinking about that too, because if you're doing a competition piece, I think is what you said, then judges are going to look at more than just one direction of light. That light bounces around the environment. So if you're in a room and moonlight's coming in from one window, it's going to bounce off the opposite wall and back onto the character at a much less intense, amount on this side, but still a little bit. Right? So good example here, right? I've got some really hard lines where I don't have any of the Nova Orange. I want to get rid of some of that and kind of hold the brush back a little bit and make a very slight blend down the side that is away from my light source. Right? So that I still get the curvature of this shoulder plate going.
Yeah.
But just barely feathering paint out. Remember, I haven't thinned this paint at all. This is just straight out of the bottle.
Yeah.
It's really just learning how to ride that fine line on your trigger of paint, no paint, like I talked about the other day.
Yep. Cool.
Again, just a little bit of shine down the cylinder of the leg on this side away from our light source. Same thing underneath here, maybe. Not too much, just enough to give it some cool factor.
Ace says, I have a ton of fluorescent paints and inks, but I don't quite know what to use them for other than OSL. I get better glow effects with supersaturated regular acrylics like dark turquoise. What is the difference between supersaturated acrylics and fluorescent acrylic aside from OSL? What would you use them for?
Anything. So you'll get really good saturation out of your fluorescents when you do them over white. Remember, they're intended to use over white all the time. So the biggest mistake people make is they try to paint them over non-white or non-ultra bright colors like pale yellow and such. And yeah, they're going to desaturate real quick because they're translucent by nature. So you won't get a very satisfactory brightness out of them, where out of an opaque paint, you'll overtake that and get a much better job done. So I hear what you're saying. The big key, like I said, is to make sure that you're painting white first and then hit it with the fluorescent. I'm just hunting around and finding places where I might want to add a little bit of interest, maybe a little bit of brightness on the toe over there. Maybe I think this side of the foot gets a little too dark, so I can come back in and, like I said, just feather a little bit on there. Not too much.
Jason, when you typically paint yellow, how bright do you take your yellows?
Depends on what I'm painting. This guy I want to weather up because part of the fun of this model is going to be making it not look cartoony.
Right.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So on him, we're going to do a little bit of a duller yellow. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So
Sherbet orange.
Yeah, it's very creamsicle-y. Creamsicle-y?
Yeah,
Is that the word?
Creamsicle-y.
Creamsicle-y.
The guy from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Creamsicle-y.
Creamsicle-y. I'm very interested to see how the jump. I guess where do you go from
yellow?
Do you go straight to yellow from here?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, here's a good thing that we could do. We could do the white, right? We could take white, transparent white, or just thin down titanium white, and we could spray spot areas where we want a really bright yellow highlight. So I can show you that. Let's do that. One of the ways is because if you just use chromatic highlighting like this pre-highlighting where I'm using dark orange, brighter orange, I'm going to run out of a place to go with bright orange. I could do pale yellow here is a good choice.
Okay.
So you could take pale yellow or bright pale yellow is a good one too. And then filter yellow back over it. I don't know that you really gain anything from the pale yellows, which is why I say white might be the better idea.
Yeah.
Because white's going to really give you that unfiltered yellow for whatever yellow you pick. You'll get that color. And it will really amp it up. And the key, when you see me do this next step, if I'm going to do the white, then is to make sure you feather the white out so that it blends into the orange. And that's hard because you're talking about a lot of contrast.
Yeah.
So if you spray too much white, then you're going to get an area where you're going to, when you put your yellow over the top, you're going to get really intense yellow and then very dark shadows. And you're not going to have much of a blend. So you're going to have to, when I show you this, you're going to have to remember that this is one of those, like the deal we did yesterday with highlighting the orc muscles.
Yeah.
This is one where you're going to need to have a pretty good confidence in your control of the airbrush. So
Papa Chicken was saying, why white and not bright ivory?
You can do bright ivory if you wanted to. I don't know that you need the yellow of it, right? When I do those things, it's not to boost yellow. It's to give yellowishness to other colors like red.
Yeah.
Where red over yellow gives you an intensity that makes it keep from turning pink. Blue over pale yellow gives it kind of a neat, not leaning to green, but gives it a good intensity, as opposed to white will make other colors pale and desaturate, right? But yellow over white, just make sure that you get the brightest yellow.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So white sometimes is the way to go. If you want that bubblegum brightness, that really cartoonish brightness out of it, then there's no reason not to use white.
Got you. So Brent's saying, so for a typical Zenithal, would you use bold titanium white or transparent white? I ask because a lot of YouTube folks use a white ink.
I use white primer. I use our white primer.
Okay.
The white ink thing is just because they think it sprays easier for them. Whites are problematic, but with our bold titanium white or our primer, you'll never have that problem so long as you operate your airbrush correctly. Air on, paint off, air off, right? Remember that. That's the biggest problem you have with white. We kind of brought it up in the speckling part of the airbrush video, but the short didn't pick up all the info that we talked about on the stream. Remember when you're airbrushing that one of the things that you'll keep, and you saw me spatter once over here, one of the biggest problems for spatter, number one, is if you're always horsing back the trigger all the way, no matter what, you have the opportunity to let there be way too much paint clogged up on the needle, and the next time you do air, you can get a spatter, right? But I took all the paint out. But normally what you want to do is air on. The whole purpose of a dual action brush is so that you have the ability to go air, paint, right? And then paint off, air off. So air on, paint off, air off.
Yeah.
That's how you paint with an airbrush to avoid spatter. Now, we don't always have the opportunity as modelers to do that. If you're doing like pulse filtering like this, technically you're letting off of air before the paint is. So back here when I let go, if I can simulate it, I'm air, paint, air off, paint off. The paint off without air pushes wet paint to the front of the needle, and there's now been no air to take that off. So then you got to be careful and point it away from the model and hit air that gets the splatter, and then do like this. Now, that's why also I say just ride that line to paint, no paint, because as soon as you get good at making sure you're only pulling the trigger back to the point where it barely gets any paint, then you're not fighting that problem. If you're doing this kind of painting, because filtering and working in very small areas, this is more comfortable for a lot of people, right? But if you do that and you horse it all the way back, then it's a problem, right? If you do lots of paint like this, because now you got a lot of paint loaded on the end. If you do it like this in short bursts where you're barely getting paint out at all, then you won't be left with any paint on the needle at all. So you can continue to do this in areas and never get any spatter. You see me do that all the time. But when doing that, don't ever pull all the way back, right? I typically say you're not jamming all the way back, except maybe when you're priming, you know? But yeah, it's air on, paint off, air off. Practice that. Right? Because if you do this, air on, paint on, off, that's the same problem. All that wet paint gets pushed forward by the needle moving forward without any air, and now it's just sitting on the needle. Tip dry, splattering, all that happens. Okay?
Nice. Derpstick says, with a high fleet Leviathan Tyranids, what color would you use for the skin? I put dark flesh as the undercoat on one of them on painting, and I'm painting dark ivory as the mid-tone and ivory as the highlights. Is that a good workup?
That could work. I really like magentas on their skin. So like dark magenta or dark hot pink worked up into like red gray, and then the ivories or something like that. Or yeah. If I were to look over here, I would probably pick up something like, bone, dark ivory like you did. Stuff like that works really well. I really like red gray, right? The bright brown gray is kind of cool as a fleshy tone too. So you're in the right ballpark with all of those. I do like the magenta rather than the dark flesh though. The dark flesh is cool too because it has a little bit of reddishness. If you go dark flesh, I think you kind of need an in-between color before you go to dark ivory, though. So if you were to go to dark flesh, maybe you would even go to something like a regular flesh tone over that, like a shadow flesh or something before you go into the ivory. That's going to make it a little bit more weirdly human. So maybe not, but like dark flesh into one of the browns, like caramel brown, might work into the ivories. Something that's a darker version of the dark ivory. Would be neat. Okay, so for this, let's take titanium white. It's already out here, I guess.
So explain to me what you're doing here again. You're finding the high spots?
Well, we're still pre-highlighting this model, right? Because remember, the model is going to be yellow. Right. And so we're pre-highlighting. This gave us a bright intensity of orange to sit under the yellow. Yeah. So the yellow will already be more intense. But for the top highlight on the shoulder plates, really, maybe the top of the pecs and the arm, it's only going to be in a couple of places we really need the white. Because his frame shadows everything down below.
Okay.
Right, so we have a big cast shadow over here, more shadow down below, so it's not a huge problem. But I'm just showing this more for tutorial reasons, is that you can use your zenithal version of your highlight, meaning your white. Like normally we would do black primer and then white over the top. That's your zenithal, your pre-highlight. You can use the white after you've done some other chromatic highlights, right? So like in this case where we've done the burnt sienna and the orange, the Nova orange, right? Now you already have a zenithal. This is still a zenithal highlight, right? Just like black and white. It's just done chromatically. It has color to it, which is really cool because now the color you put over the top of this will inherit that warmth of the orange. So our yellow will naturally have that orange underneath. And in areas where the yellow doesn't even hit, you'll get this burnt sienna, which will be a perfect shadow for it, right? So that's a great thing already. Now, yellow over Nova orange is going to desaturate the yellow. It's not going to be as bright as it could be. A lot of people think in their head, oh, opaque yellow over the top is boom. Well, if you're airbrushing, it's never going to be opaque unless you build up a crap ton of it. And then you might not get the blend you want. So a lot of times it might be nice to dump an even brighter color on here, even though you just want to cover it up. And that's where the white comes in. That's where your Zenithal, if you were doing black and white originally, why not do that and add the white after you have the orange? You've seen me do dark purple and taupe.
Yeah.
Right? You've seen me do, we did the dark purple taupe and then the dry brush of ivory on some of those models, or bright ivory on some of those models, right? So you can create a Zenithal out of any color you want. You just need to have that contrast built up. I'm doing it with burnt sienna, Nova orange, and now white.
Got it.
The white, because of its neutrality, will allow the yellow to go over any of the areas that are white and be freaking yellow, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I might use warm yellow here, probably warm yellow here, because it already is, by its own nature, is warmer.
Why not like a yellow ochre? Is that too dark?
Too dark. So,
too dark?
Yeah, too
okay.
dark, so. You could put yellow ochre over the top instead of the Nova orange if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
I chose to stay with the oranges just because I want it to be very beat up and have that dark kind of undertone.
Gotcha.
But yeah, yellow ochre is not a bad choice.
So what's your mixture here?
I don't know. That much paint to that much water.
No glaze and wash for this?
I'm just going to throw it on here with water and see what happens. So call it, I don't know, 2 to 1 water to paint. Feels about right. I'm still using the titanium white instead of the transparent white, because the transparent white you have to build up quite a bit to get the brightness, whereas the titanium white you might only have to do 1 or 2 passes, depending on how much you thin it. I'm looking for more opacity, but I still want it to blend well. So this is the kind of white I'm going to get.
Got it.
It still has some intensity to it, but it's going to brush really, really well. Dump that in there. Get my brush out of the way.
Bridget says 2 Scotias and a smidge.
Yeah, 2 Scotias and a smidge is exactly the way I would describe that. I'm going to get my tip clean over here. I still have some Nova orange all over this.
That Chi-Cat says, what sort of underpainting would you pick for doing this with a warm orange? Would that be for your final color? Would be for the final color instead.
If orange were the suit of armor you were trying to get? There's no reason you couldn't do what I'm about to do and then do orange over the top of that.
Yeah.
Just regular orange.
Yeah.
Over the top would be really good, because the orange itself orange is a very translucent color. So when you put it over the top of this, you're not going to get a lot of opacity, which means it's not going to be as bright as you want it. So this white trick after doing colors is great for a lot of things. Just remember, as you move into cool colors, it will desaturate it. Red, it'll wind up turning it pink. So you got to be careful with that, right? It's better in the yellows and the yellow greens, colors that are using yellow orange, greens that lean more yellow, and pure yellows. The white is a really good choice. When you start moving into blues and reds, you start getting a very pastel coloring when you put the color over the top, which can still give you a really neat highlight, but it might not be what you want. It might be too comic-y or cartoony for you. You might be looking for more vibrancy out of your color, because white will desaturate colors. But with yellows and any of the colors that lean heavily into yellows, it's a great way to start. All right, so my same Zenithal angle here, I'm just going to start with a pinpoint spot on this shoulder plate, and I'm just going to kind of do that real quick. Right, just spiraling my brush to give myself a little bit of a blend. Yep. And you'll notice, see how the opaque just disappears as it cures?
Yeah.
Right? So that's the power of thinning out the titanium white, is I get more coverage than I would from transparent white if I want it done quick.
Yeah.
And then again, we'll keep the model the same way, same angle, and I'm just going to do the same thing over here.
To that side.
Yeah, to that side. I'll come back over here. And again, start kind of in the middle there and work it out a little bit. I don't want to cover up all my Nova orange. I'm just trying to create hot spots on the shoulders that match my Zenithal angle, right? That's it. And then I can come in and get in closer, give myself a little bit of highlight on the arm here. Again, just barely riding that line where color starts coming out of my brush. Not pulling on the trigger aggressively, letting it build up. Remember, there's nothing that hurts you letting color build up over time. You might get a little bit quicker tip dry going, but it's going to be worth it in the end. And then just kind of feather that out. Right, so now I've created that highlight down the arm. I want to be a little more aggressive with the highlight on the shoulder plate because of how I've highlighted that white down the arm there so that they match. It creates a glow that goes all the way down. Same over here. Ah, where did that come from?
Nice. That's cool.
Tip dry just nearly killed us there.
I definitely can see what you're doing with these, though, right? That warm spot thing you're talking about.
Wow, it's not. I'm not getting consistent spray at all. That was scary. There we go. They have a clog or something. Oh, that's... Now we got it. Wow. Okay, this is annoying. Sorry, guys. Hang on.
No, you're good.
I'm getting big bursts of color without changing my trigger pressure, which means I've got a clog in the nozzle.
Nicholas is saying, I saw a video yesterday claim that primers in the industry are just regular paint and that they have no real benefit. Is there any truth to that?
The person's an idiot. I saw that video. That's an idiot. Idiot comment. The resins are different. The whole way the paint works is different. That's just an idiotic thing to say. I don't know why people continue to go down that line. Why somebody wakes up in the morning thinking that companies are trying to screw them is beyond me. I didn't watch the whole thing because I gotta admit, I got a little bent out of shape about it. That was just ignorant thing to say. Pure ignorance. I don't know of anybody in our industry that presents us with any product in a primer nature that isn't good for priming. Now, they may not be as great for doing models as other things, but no, that's not a thing. Primers use a different resin. The resin is the part that turns into plastic, right? The acrylic resins are available in lots of things. Polyurethane, great for primers because they're sturdier. That's what we use in our primer. We do not use polyurethane in our paint, right? Yeah. It would work totally different as a brush-on paint. In the house paint world, that's true. The primer is just a thicker version of the normal paint that is meant to soak in harder. It has other chemical additives to it that cause it to soak in more into wall structures because some of them, like kills, eliminate smells, right? So there's a lot of reasons why you might use that. But yeah, that's nonsense. I get very passionate about that because that's just somebody who doesn't... I would invite them on the show and tell them they don't know anything. I would ask them, would they drive a car that wasn't primed? You know? Because there's an argument to be made that priming models is not necessary. And I've been able to have that conversation with people, and that's fine. If you don't want to prime your models, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But to say that primer is no different than anything else is a misnomer. That's just a stupid way to think. Sorry, I get bent out of shape on ignorance like that in the community. It's like, hey, I don't know where you got your research, but that's incorrect completely.
Monox says, the point of the video isn't the primer isn't necessary. He specifically talked about the advice in GW paint guides through the years. Interesting. I'm not sure what this video is.
I turned it off. It was when it got to the point that the primers were no different than the other paints. If we're talking about the same video, then incorrect.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't seen it. I'm very excited to see this yellow go over these warm spots.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be one of those big jumps, I think, for sure. Is there any rhyme or reason again to these hotspots, or just from the Zenithal?
Just from the Zenithal, kind of just, marking the Zenithal where I want it. Now I will, with this, just because the yellow, when it goes into the darkest shadows, will be really lackluster. So I'm going to go in and do a little bit of the yellow, or of the white here, just pulsed.
Yeah.
To give us a little bit of that reflection from, say, the ground.
Okay. The stuff on the legs are less bright white due to being backlit, right? Question mark.
Where? Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because they're lower on the body. If you think about it from where we're looking at from the sun, you can't really even see the areas like this area I haven't even done. I'm just doing it for cool factor.
I think this is going to be a fun model workup. I'm very excited to see how it comes together. I'm very, very curious to see how this comes out.
Yeah, I'm just kind of faking some highlights in here just so I can build some contrast on parts of the model. Because I'm not interested in doing this in like some, overly dramatic lighting kind of scenario. I just want to be able to see all the cool stuff that I'm going to paint on the model.
Yeah. Ace says, I'm painting a World Eater's army. I want to make a lore accurate color scheme. I was thinking using dark crimson to get the blood-soaked armor. What would you suggest?
Yeah, definitely. Dark crimson is a great blood effect, but also just a great color. So I think that would work great.
Dark crimson's a very beautiful color.
I think that's good down there. I don't think we need any more on the chest. That's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
It gives us cartoony highlights. We have a lot of the Nova Orange left when it comes out of where the highlights would be. Not going too aggressive on the back. Might want to...
The Dork Depot says, thanks, Jason. Now I want to make s'mores.
Yeah, right.
He's very s'mores-esque, this guy right here.
Sorry, gang. I'm having all sorts of problems with the brush right now. I think that's good.
That looks awesome.
Any more than that is just overdoing it. This area is where the brush kind of decided it wanted to have a mind of its own. I'm going to feather that blob out a little bit. Like that. Okay, cool.
He looks like he has one of those heavy glare lens effects on him.
It's funny too because we haven't painted the head, right? So the head winds up being a problem here because it offers so much contrast where that would also be a very bright section of this.
Because it's going to be white, right?
You got a white helmet, yeah.
Because will you go back and do the helmet with just a brush?
No, we can set it up with the airbrush. I just know I'm going to get more yellow overspray than I would the white.
Oh, that's a good point. Right.
I could do the base coats with a brush to make sure I don't get overspray from the base coats, like with the grays, and then airbrush the transparent white and the bright colors over the top. Just fine.
I'm very excited.
You're very excited.
I am. This is that jump color.
Well, what yellow do you want to use? If you're all excited for it.
Well, my initial thought went to yellow ochre, but that doesn't seem bright enough.
No.
So warm golden...
Over the white, the yellow ochre would be brighter than it is in the bottle. but it's still not a really good yellow.
Yeah.
It's a dark yellow. Mm-hmm. It is a way, had I done this without the oranges, black brown into yellow ochre, right? Or dark umber into yellow ochre is a great base for yellow.
Yeah.
Right?
Dealer's choice at that point. I mean, I think
I was thinking warm yellow, so I'm going to stick with warm yellow.
Warm yellow.
That was my initial thought.
If you're already answered, then ignore me. Sorry. Would you mix in fluoro yellow with a base yellow for extra pop? Or would that sort of approach be better used in a different situation?
Yellow's one of the only ones I don't really mix in. Blue, like transparent blue in with blues gives it a lot of vibrancy. Oh. The yellows are already very vibrant. All of our yellows are really, really vibrant. We don't use a lot of white, if any, on any of them. So you're talking about yellows that are just yellow for yellow's sake. So you're going to change the color of the yellow.
Yeah.
If you do it. But vibrancy, I don't know that you're really going to add a whole lot of punch. Bismuth is a great yellow that's just yellow.
Yep.
Bismuth
yellow is a great yellow.
Yeah, and single pigment. So it's
Nicholas, thank you so much for that sub. 87 months, Nicholas. Thank you so much. That's a lot of months.
All right. That's cleared out. Let's mix up some yellow, because I am going to thin down the yellow. Okay. Remember, I say that I spray a lot of what we do straight out of the bottle.
Yep.
But when I get to effects where I'm wanting a lot of blending going on, then I typically will settle that down a bit. I think warm yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Because we did the white. So the thing that you need to be careful of here is when you do this kind of a white highlight to get that intensity underneath, is you need to go with a little bit darker, because remember, it's going to brighten up. When we thin it down and put it over white, it's going to be brighter. Yeah. So you have to think about what the yellow is going to look like over these other midtones. Right? So I'm going to use warm yellow because it's going to look great over the oranges. Because we are going to layer this on just about the whole model. We're going to blend it with everything.
Okay.
This we will use glaze wash medium with.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to be runny.
Right.
Right?
You don't want it to be that color water effect.
Right. About 50-50 with glaze wash. And then one, and one. So a third, and a third, because I'll put a little bit of water in there too. Yep. Maybe not quite a third, because I'm not trying to put as much water. These applicators are not great for control. So you kind of get whatever water it decides to give you.
Yeah. Ooh, look how vibrant that is.
All of our yellows are great. The only way you're not going to enjoy our yellows is if you try to paint them over black.
Oh, yeah.
Don't paint yellow over dark colors. Do exactly what I'm doing here. Or you don't have to do the white, but, build your colors up. Browns to yellow ochres, oranges, something that gives a backbone for your yellow to lay on. Okay? Right in the cup. Well, there's a lot of water still in there, so that's not good. All right. That feels pretty good. This is pretty thin. So again, I'm going to start about 4 inches back, and I'm just going to start layering on directly over my white. And show you what it looks like with just the yellow over the white to start. Okay.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
And that's trying to just keep it on the white. To show you how vibrant of a yellow you're going to get out of this, that you wouldn't just get with just spraying the yellow over the model straight. Right? Because over the Nova Orange, you're not going to get anywhere near that brightness.
Lumberjack saying, Fuse, one day could you do a pink compared to orange for under yellow example so everyone gets what you're saying? Question mark.
Yeah.
I get it, but everyone still comments. Well, that's kind of like what I was saying earlier, Tim. Is that I think a lot of people have seen videos recently that are just all about that. So I think it's very top of mind for people consuming content in general.
Yeah, it's a fun thing, right? Because it feels like a trick. It feels like you know something nobody else knows.
Yeah. Oh, look how bright that is.
Now I'm going back and moving it into the Nova Orange. So now I'm filtering it over all of our oranges that we already had. Down in the shadows too. Right. You can tell the difference.
Yeah.
And then we just keep getting that line between your bright yellow where you have that white.
Right.
And just keep filtering, starting over the white area down into your oranges until you're happy with the way the yellow is seating on top of all of your shadows.
Tech Elf says, I see a lot of airbrush practice in my future.
This is literally just riding that line and pulling back a little bit further so I get a lot of paint.
Yeah.
Right? You can see the surface is pretty wet when I'm loading paint in. Oh, I'm out.
He's out.
Why I get no paint?
Moyne says, do you guys have a product like an Imperial Yellow contrast paint?
We do not have currently any contrast paints. They are releasing our answer to contrast paint, our throwing our hat in that ring, comes out at Adepticon this year. As a matter of fact, this Thursday is the teaser video, which admittedly doesn't do much other than simply tease. But if you hang out on stream, you'll see me use quite a bit of it.
Yeah, Jason's been using it since, oh gosh. You've been using it for a while, though. A majority of this year. For sure, yeah. All the way back from starting around December of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and we've shown them off. So if you want to see examples, you can kind of watch some past streams to see what Jason's been doing with a lot of his Conquest models. He's been using that on, majority of the Conquest stuff too. So go check it out. Anakin Skyhumper, I'm currently painting up the Hulk from MCP. Do you think a jump from camo green to dark yellow green would be right?
Dark yellow green is darker than camo green. Well, they may be in the same range of vibrancy. I don't think you're going to get a whole lot out of that.
Okay.
Like a dark camo green into yellow green is cool. The dark camo green and the dark yellow green are intended to perform the same function at two different hues of green. Doesn't mean you can't use them together, but they're not really made for that. And then the same holds true for yellow green and camo green. So if you started with camo green, if you started with dark camo green, after that I move into yellow green. Right? Looking pretty good. And all I'm doing is just filling in. Right now I'm just going through and going around my white areas to make sure I'm haloing and feathering out that yellow the way I want it. And then loading in enough yellow in the shadows to make sure that it doesn't look like I just cheated in oranges, right? It has to look like it's intended to be yellow.
Justin says, "This is great. Are we going to complete this without a bristle touching the model?" No, we're going to get deep.
No, we always got to use the brush.
This is just the base. East Mom, hey, how you doing? This yellow is very vibrant, though.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's beautiful. Definitely gives you the yellow armor look.
Well, yeah, and it gives you the ability to control with that orange, like the people that are saying pink, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, you're not going to get this with just pink, right? I have a bunch more layers of color here than you would get with pink. Now, could you do the pink and the white and layer stuff up? Probably, but that dark orange isn't going to happen from pink.
And that was orange yellow, or warm yellow, right?
Burnt sienna, warm yellow, yeah.
Yep.
Burnt sienna, Nova orange,
yeah.
And warm yellow. With a white kind of capstone in there to get some good vibrancy on the yellow on the top of the pauldrons and stuff, which you can really tell, right? I mean, you can see how bright and shiny that yellow gets. Where we need it, and then how it drops down nicely into shadows. Oh, I'm glurging. I'm glurging. Am I good? Or do I need to make some more? Damn it. So close.
Very close.
That was very close.
So close.
So close. Yeah, so I would say that if you're going fast, there's no reason not to try the pink thing. I mean, a lot of people like it and have. I think that when doing like rattle can, like the Louise pink from
the Rogue Hobbies
Color
pink,
Forge,
yeah.
and then the yellow is fantastic.
The sunset yellow,
but it's going to leave you with pink shadows. So you need to know that that's what you're getting, and put like a brown wash, a heavy brown wash on top of that, and then feather some yellow back over it, dry brush yellow back over it, play with it, unless you like the pink shadows. Because of course with a rattle can, you're not going to be able to filter.
Right.
The only filtering you get from a rattle can is when you accidentally, don't use it or get the spotting. We're going to assume this is the right mix. I don't know. It's not science.
It's not science, Jason.
Thin it out. Whatever.
The people want their science.
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 Evil.
evil. We'll see about that. This is a warm yellow if I've ever seen it.
I love this color.
You love all the colors.
I do love all the colors. Sorry, colors. I didn't mean to act like warm yellow was special or anything.
They're just the one right in front of you right now. Geep's mom. Oh.
That's my mom.
Geep's mom is Monu mom. Oh. What's going on? It's
That's
Monu
my
mom.
mother. Hello, mother.
Welcome in. We're so glad you're here.
How's your pneumonia? My mom has pneumonia.
Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear
So
that.
everybody hearts in chat for my mom. So they get well. Stop having pneumonia. Say, Mom, stop having pneumonia.
I expel it out of you.
I'm really liking this.
Yes, this
is
yellow is
looking good.
beautiful.
Again, you notice I'm spraying into the burnt sienna, right? So that I don't feel like it just turns into orange someplace.
Yeah.
You can in the darkest shadows. You don't have to spray everything. And you got to be careful so you don't build up and lose your contrast. But for the most part, you can extend the yellow into your shadows. He's so big.
Yeah. It is a little bit of a model here, Jason.
He's so big. And there you go. Boom.
How to airbrush yellow right there. Cool, bam.
Yellow armor.
Come on, your mom, get better soon. Lots of hearts.
Where's she at? What's she saying?
No, she was up here a while ago. Just saying, let's see, right here.
Yep.
Oh, here it goes. I'm still sick, but getting better. Thanks, well, for wishes and spells. Hey.
Good.
Absolutely.
Good. As soon as she got back from traveling here, the next week, she was like, how are you and Jen feeling? I was like, fine. What's up? She goes, I have pneumonia. I was like, damn it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I didn't do it. All right, I think I'm good to quit. I like this.
I dig it.
So again, the key here, very, very thin on the yellow. Let it do its magic by filtering over the top of your oranges. Get that good shadow color moving in there. Good blends. We've set ourselves up for some really nice shine on the armor. I think we're good to go.
Voila.
Clean it. Call it a day. Oh, maybe a little bit more on the chest. That's the problem, is I never know when to quit.
Quit while you're ahead, Jason.
Well, yeah, you got to be careful when filtering that you don't overdo it. And the filter never looks the same as you're spraying it as it does when it's dry.
Yeah.
So you don't want to just go through and immediately clean the airbrush either, right? You want to let it sit, let it cure, and then go back and look at it before you go and say, okay, I'm done.
And do you leave the underside like that for shadow's sake, Ogre's asking?
The legs?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we did it. I mean, we set that up with our highlight, right? We did a very light highlight under here because, remember, he's got this huge torso. So I put a couple of highlights in here, you know, just to spruce it up and give it some interest. But it should be lots darker, right?
Yeah.
Because it's underneath his big, huge, hulking, kill the alien frame. What did he say? the worsenment of aliens.
The worsenment.
The betterment of humankind and the worsenment of alien kind. Space King. Yeah. And we're going to weather the crap out of him, too. So
Nice.
it should be fun.
Cool. Yellow armor. Hey, speaking of yellow armor. It's Tuesday for some reason.
He hadn't gotten me yet.
Hey.
He won't get me.
Welcome in, everybody. If you've been seeing the links that have been coming up every 5 and 7 minutes, because that is the auto timer I have, it's the year of the giveaway, if you didn't know. We haven't had our giveaway yet, so you'll have to keep an eye out for
Is that what it says like on the Chinese New Year calendar?
What's that?
The year of the giveaway?
It might be.
Last year was like the year of the rat, and this is the year of the giveaway?
This is the year of the giveaway.
Okay, cool.
Also, you'll see another one with all of the MAA celebration information.
What?
The Mini Says Art celebration that we're going to be holding at Adepticon.
If you're going to Adepticon,
it's going to be awesome.
I need to see you there with model in hand, hanging out with us, having some fun, talking nerd stuff.
Yep.
Meeting new people.
Click
it's
that
going to be
link.
a blast. Out of the 12,000 plus people at Adepticon, you better be one of them.
It's going to be a big one this year.
Lots to do, lots going on, lots of fun in the booth. We have a different presenter every hour or hour and a half.
Just about.
On the stand for the entire time.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think every hour or hour and a half we switch up presenters. And we also have at the same time artists in the booth doing feedback on models. So you can bring models even if you don't want to put them in the case. If it's your first time ever and you're not really, comfortable positioning a model in the case for, this is just a fun challenge. There's not any huge competition this year.
Right.
But even if you don't want to put your model in the case, but you just want to get some feedback on, hey, what would it take to put this model in the case?
Yeah.
That'll be the time.
It's going to be awesome.
Good, friendly artists, great people. Give you some inspiration, some neat models to look at. It's going to be a fun time.
That link right there will give you all of the details on how to submit and what we're taking and all of that stuff. Plus, you're going to start seeing on our socials, you're going to start announcing all of the people who are going to be there as well. So keep an eye out for that. It's a big one. Do I have to meet new people? Yes, PK.
That's part of the deal.
It's going to be big. Huge. It's going to be big. Are you planning on something similar for Nova this year, too? That ChiCad's asking. Question mark.
Okay, so question.
Go. Yes.
The helmet could be red.
Okay. Why would it be red?
Because fisters can have red helmets.
It's up to you.
Red with a white stripe down the middle.
Okay.
How crazy do I want to get here, Chris?
Ugh. I mean,
pretty crazy.
You could.
I like pretty crazy. Let's go pretty crazy.
Why would you do red? Is that a callback to something, or you just want to do red?
Why wouldn't I? Sure. Yes.
I guess there you go.
Why wouldn't I? I mean, sure.
Why wouldn't you? Snare, hey, thank you so much for that sub.
Why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't you?
I would. Thanks for asking. Wait.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know.
Why would you? So is it a white line down the middle?
Yeah. That's Imperial Fists have got like sergeants that will have red helmets with like white down the middle for various companies and things like that. So we can do something like that.
Okay. So what are you doing here?
Painting.
What do you start? I didn't see your color. Oh, it's Payne's Gray. I thought you were trying to avoid red because you've been painting so much red.
Well, okay,
that's what you said that earlier. You were like,
well, I just didn't want to paint a blood angel.
Okay.
But if we're going to get the point across.
But you are. Oh.
I consulted my Fister's Codex.
Oh, boy.
And in the Codex, it states that all angry sergeants would have red helmets.
All right.
I don't make the rules, Chris.
He'll be mad.
I don't make the rules.
Grrr. Grrr.
What's the grrr for?
No, I'm making the sound his face is. Grrr. He's angry. He said he was angry.
Oh, he's an
Grr,
angry
grr.
sergeant.
Frigid Phoenix says, I appreciate Jason's comment to fisting today. It is a matter of the fisters, the legion of psycho warriors that we are creating.
That's the great thing about Space King.
This is an adult
show. They leave it up
show.
to you to determine the fate of the universe. Create your own legion.
We have stated in the past that this is an adult show. It's a family show, but sometimes
I don't know what you're on about.
I'm on about everything, man. You know?
This is the Fisters.
I understand that. We've stated it. It is a legion of psycho warrior.
The Fisters are the great Fisters of the universe. We will fist our enemies. Yeah, it's the He-Man guy. Right?
You've lost
Isn't there like Fisto or something in the He-Man universe?
Mephisto.
No.
From Marvel?
No, it's like Fisto.
Kit Fisto, says Video Game Archaeologist? I don't know.
In there like a Fisto guy in He-Man?
Mo says Fisto.
I think there's a Fisto in He-Man.
Lumberjack says Fisto too. Okay.
There's just that meme that shows Fisto on the ground with He-Man leaning. He goes, I fisted him hard enough.
There it is.
That's what we're doing. Fist the heretics. The Fisters.
Are they heretics?
Huh?
They're heretics?
The Fisters are not heretics.
Okay.
They're fisting heretics. Hence the Fisters.
Ah.
Don't you pay attention?
I do something around here.
Nobody can figure it out.
I just work here, chat. I'm the facilitator. I am the wall that keeps Jason safe from the slings and arrows of chat.
Nobody's slinging anything at me.
I know, it's because I've been blocking them.
That's
me,
not
like with
thing.
deflection shield.
That's not a thing.
You like that?
No. It's not even a thing that happens.
There you go.
It's not even a thing that happens.
Playing Kubashu.
Playing Kubashu? Okay.
A lot of stuff coming at you, but I got you, Jason.
Wow, dude.
The Fisters. Patent pending.
Patent pending.
Speaking of patent pending, we're hoping you all are just fine.
I'm hoping you're all just fine.
On this fine Tuesday.
I'm hoping everybody out there is just fine.
It's
February. I hope you're just okay.
It's February 2024. I mean, no. I said 2000. It's February 24th, 2026. I might have just died and come back to life there.
You know what I learned about the simulation we live in today, Chris?
What's that?
So the U.S. men's hockey team won gold at the Olympics. Don't know if you heard.
You just told me.
But so I was very excited. So I've been following all the news. It's a great time. It's like on the anniversary of the Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
Which was the last time we won gold in 80. And so it's a big deal. But then you look at somebody brought up that in the Miracle on Ice movie, it shows the coach marking off names of the last people to not make the team.
Okay.
In the movie, right? So when he's setting up the team to go to the Olympics, right? That ultimately was the Miracle on Ice team. And the last person he cuts from the practice squads or the tryout squads is the name on the list that he marks through is Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes?
Jack Hughes. Guess who won and scored the gold-winning goal in the Olympics this year?
Okay.
Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes. Oh.
So in the movie, Kurt Russell has the slate, and he marks through a name. And I have to go back and watch it because everybody's saying the last name he marks through that gives him the team that he's taking to the Olympics. And that last name he marks through with a pen is Jack Hughes.
Okay.
Well, Jack Hughes is the player that scored the winning goal this year. On the day to the anniversary of when the U.S. won in 1980.
No.
Yes. Yes. Not the same Jack Hughes, but by name.
That's wild. I don't believe it.
Yeah, we got to go dig in.
That's crazy.
Isn't it nuts?
That's not a coincidence. Or is it?
It's a coinkydink. I just thought that was cool. It makes me want to go look and see, was there really a Jack Hughes that did not make the 80 Olympic team? Simulation confirmed, right? I'm like, that's just too crazy. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. We can't get cocky and let them know that we know that it's a simulation, Chris.
I mean...
Because then the toasters start not toasting our bread. And you get all sorts of bad stuff happening.
I don't get it.
That's a big sigh.
That's a lot for me to think about.
What, the Jack Hughes and the toaster?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so glad everybody's here watching us hobby. And by we, I mean Jason. And by Jason, I mean me. And by me, I mean the people. We the people.
What?
I hope you're all hobbying
what are you
currently,
about?
right now, immediately.
What if they're not?
When in doubt, hobby.
What if we have somebody out there, Christopher, who has not yet decided to take the plunge?
If that is you, you have come to the right place. Great segue, Jason. If you are new to the hobby, this is the place to start. We can answer all of your questions. And by all of them, I mean all of them. Well, with exception.
No, we'll leave and answer that question.
We can hobby till the day is done, but we want you to hobby with us. Where does Christopher come from? Great question, Gabe.
Storks.
I came from a large bird.
The Cabbage Patch.
I am definitely from the garden.
He fell off the back of a truck.
Oh.
And we found him.
Me?
And we decided to keep him.
I am so glad that I'm here.
He only says that when he wants something.
I don't want anything.
What do you want, Chris? Fisters!
I'm so glad we've gone down this road. I feel like it's extremely fitting, though, for the subject matter. So I appreciate the content that is being produced for us. And for us, I mean you. And by you, I mean the people. The ocean. I mean, look at this guy. He's cool. If you needed to know how to paint yellow armor, you've come to the right place today.
Pow!
It's a Psycho Warrior if I've ever seen one.
He is psycho. I should probably paint other things Payne's Gray.
Like the gun.
Like the gun. I have Payne's Gray left.
Brent says, aren't you producing the content, Chris? Yes, you get it.
No.
Thank you. I hope you're all enjoying the content being produced for you today.
Why the duck?
Chris is actually one of the fabled Entwives. Oh.
Excuse me?
I see.
Why the duck?
Fun fact of the day. Treebeard's wife is named Fembrithel.
Huh? Treebeard from Discord?
No.
How in the world?
Lord of the Rings. Hey, shout out to Treebeard. And Treebeard, both Treebeards. Why not? Yeah, look it up.
Treebeard, are you out there? Ask your wife which of her parents picked that name. How you doing over there, Chris?
I'm doing. Did either of you guys get to see or work on the StarCraft models monument revealed? I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't reveal anything. Nice truck setup so you can drive and paint. Lumberjack, if you're driving and painting right now, that's incredible.
Rolling.
I heard always the shorts story pretty closely. Okay, Deadbeat Artist, I see. Monument Hobbies, is this model sort of ventriloquist or no? This is from Space King. For all of you who don't know what this is a Psycho Warrior.
If you've never seen it, you need to go watch it.
It's pretty hilarious.
It's the Flash Gets channel on YouTube, and it's irreverent and hilarious if you pay any attention at all.
It's got some old Simpson vibes to me.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It really does have that They hit a good one with the old 90s feel.
Yeah.
If you guys are aware of what I'm talking about. Very irreverent, very funny. It's very clever, too. Obviously, those guys love 40K. Papa Chicken. No Lord of the Rings questions. I'm so sorry.
Are you trying to derail Christopher?
No, I understand. Yes, genuine question, acquisition, Chris. That is for another day, Papa Chicken. I've stated that on the channel. We won't get derailed. I gave you one fun Lord of the Rings fact today, and that's like in months. So you're welcome. Oh, Lumberjack, Chris, I shared my truck setup Friday in Discord. Go check it out. Heck yeah, I want to see it. I'm going to look at it right now. How about that apple? Them apples? Those apples. Tlam apples. To whom's their own?
Oh, God.
To hom's their lee.
Oh, God.
To show your paint setup.
What is to hom's their wee?
To whom's their toms?
What does that even mean?
To comps their plews. I don't know, man.
What? Are you just making stuff up?
Set up in the truck and finish. Oh, Lumberjack. That's dope. That's cool. That's a fun setup. That's awesome.
But does it have a disco ball, Chris?
It did not have a disco ball.
Then
the go
is
bag
he
is next
even
to
trying? Big sigh, Chris.
It helps me relax to deal with all of the nonsense and debauchery.
Just say it.
You want answers?
Just say it, Chris.
I want the truth. Hey, welcome in, everybody. We're painting Space King. We're not painting the Space King. We're painting a Psycho Warrior. From which faction?
The Fisters.
Let me fist you a question. Video game archaeologist. That's silly. You can't handle the truth. Exactly, Mo. We can't handle the truth. That's why we're here. Painting.
That's why we're painting.
In our little
we can't handle the truth, so we make paint.
That's like in our little ecosphere of studio. It's no longer HQ. It's this Monument Studios.
That is true. Monument Studios.
Pretty
Phoenix.
soon, Ellie won't be here.
I dread the day.
Hopefully, she gets fired soon.
What? In the world?
I'm just kidding, Ellie. Shout out to Ellie. Ellie's great, I guess.
Wow, Chris.
She backstabbed me the first couple days she was here. That's our HR manager.
He just...
Shout out to Ellie.
How in the...
She's okay.
Just... Wow.
Yeah, you heard
Chat.
me. I didn't stutter, chat. I said what I said. Clip
Chat. I don't even know what to do here.
Yes, you do. It's called Payne's Gray. No! That's almost a year old now, Jason. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can. Oh, I can believe.
Seems like an eternity ago when you got
it
that
does
button.
seem like an eternity.
It really does.
Oh, it does.
It's been a long year.
Oh, long.
Minion saying, what airbrush reducer do you guys recommend for monument paints?
We just use our own glaze wash medium and water.
And a little bit of hope.
Magic and prunes.
I just use it straight into the airbrush. And you know what? My biggest tip that saved me for airbrushing is just putting way less in the cup.
100
That honestly
billion
changed
percent.
my entirety
Correct.
of my airbrushing.
You are correct, Christopher.
I guess so. I guess that's me. Big Bob says, it's almost like monument time moves differently when Chris is around. It is. It's true. I take every day seriously. Days are long. You got 24 hours, Big Bob. What are you doing? That's what I'm going to tell you, chat. Get to work. Get hobbying. You know? It's almost 4 o'clock, Jason. What are you going to do?
Paint.
Scorcher says,
Fisters!
I was late to stream today. My apologies. What was the base color before the Zenithal? We did burnt sienna, Nova orange, and then up to warm yellow. And we had some bold titanium white hot spots within the mixture and the workup. There you go, Scorched Earth. You're welcome.
Let your anger flow, Christopher.
I'm not angry.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Why are you so angry?
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit, chat. I love the random fisters. Hey, Brent, we do too. If you know what? This is a family show. Almost made an inappropriate joke, but hey, that's okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? Too many noises today? I feel like that's very fitting for Space King, so I get to use more noises today.
You just get to make these rules?
We're back. This is serious business painting stream.
These are hard, chat.
That means two things.
I need to talk to the sculptor.
Talk to them. They're probably watching. What are you going to do with these this grill, the vent thing, Jason? What color is that going to be?
Steel.
The vent?
Yeah. I think so.
Are you going to make it glowing, like lighting up like them, what they do? Is that what you're going to do?
Oh, you got jokes now, huh?
It's not a joke. Isn't that what they do? They flash and they flash.
He's got jokes now, chat. He's trying to make work for me. See what he did there? So, you going to do some OSL on those vents? You going to do the vents with the glow?
Are you?
And the heat and the heat haze and the glow? Is that what you're going to do?
Do it. Do it.
It's the voice that keeps me up at night, chat. Oh, you'll dance.
You'll sing. You'll sing and you'll dance.
I sang for Freddie today.
What do you mean for Freddie?
For Freddie at Clarendon.
I know, but you sang for somebody else?
Yeah.
And you went to lunch with Philip and Gabe?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a day of getting around, Chris. Hanging out with my other people.
Yeah.
You know.
I see.
The people that are nice to me, Chris.
I feel like I'm very kind to you.
Do you?
I do. I'm very kind to you, despite the slings and arrows.
Name 15 things you've done for me that were kind.
I'm so glad you asked. Dun, 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 dun.
Well,
I have to put up with you every single day.
And that's nice?
That's very nice.
I don't understand you at all.
I have to deal with chat for you. I'm your barrier.
That's not... Chat is nice to me.
Your shield.
Chat is nice to me.
It's constant,
that's
Jason.
A little... That's a little dramatic.
The fortress that surrounds this stream. The captain must be protected. So much.
Chat. Chat.
You like that?
No. I've said I haven't liked that for like a year. Chat, can somebody explain to me what happened to our Chris?
Tony says, what do you mean deal with us? I don't realize you even read chat. I read. Dang.
Wow.
And the next band goes to the entirety of chat today. Shut it down. I'm sorry. This is too much. I stated at the beginning of this year that this stream was going to be a 90% business paint time and 10% fun willy time. Today does not accurately represent those numbers, so I apologize. If you're new here, you better stay. You better come back tomorrow.
That's exactly the way you get loyalty, is you demand it.
I'm asking you, first of all, We're so glad you're here. Second of all, if you are new here, welcome in. If you got painting questions, that's what we're here for. And by we, I mean Jason. And by Jason, I mean exactly Jason. So ask away. Nicholas says, Jason isn't my fault. I'm Team Jen. Oh.
Wait, what?
Jen's out there. I know.
What?
Jen's lurking. I know.
How did this become...
Hearts and unicorns for Jen.
Wait.
What?
How did this become a thing against me for Team Jen?
Team Jen.
There can't be a Team Jen.
You know what Jen does? Jen brings Christmas into the summertime. You know?
This is true.
Pretty incredible. Chris failed to deflect that one. No, I didn't. Well, then, yeah, cheering.
That's a little late, buddy.
Nah, it's never late. It's like an auto shield.
Meaning I've taken the shot already, and then the shield comes on?
Monument Gabe says...
It feels like Temu body armor.
Monument Jabe says, I'm Team New Guy Phil. Oh, wow. Can I ban a moderator? Can I ban Gabe?
I'm sure.
I think I could.
Hey, Gabe. Tell Philip I had a great time at lunch today with you guys. Great time. Glad we could spend that. We have to do that more often.
Hey, never knucklehead, first time chat, never a dumb question. Brand new airbrush over here. If I run gold metallic paint to base coat minis, am I going to mess up the brush? Is it a pain to clean up, or is it a pain to clean out again? Question mark.
Not really. Metallics, you're just going to want to do probably an extra couple of flushes to make sure you get all the mica flake out of there, because the mica flake, if it dries into any leftover paint, can be a bummer to clean out later. But at the time you're cleaning, just give it an extra flush or two. I think you're fine. I spray it all the time and don't worry about it.
Oh, so these pipes are going to be steel?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? That seems a little risky. You know?
No, I don't know. What do you mean?
I mean,
risky?
it seems a little risky, Jason, just to be willy-nilly painting.
Chris, you've been sitting here for long enough to know that I am nothing if not a risk taker.
Well, I think so. See what he's too loose, chat. That's okay.
What do you want from me?
No, it's what
What do you want from me, chat?
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
That's why we don't ask chat what they want from me, because it's pink plaid.
No, Lumberjack, I've retired today.
Retired?
I've retired. I've
To what?
retired from answering all of your questions, chat.
What?
I've stopped.
Why?
This is it. I have to do a blanket ban, clean slate.
Blanket ban of like everybody?
Yes, sir. Here
Why
we
would
go.
you do that?
Start it over.
Why would you do that?
Burn it down.
Why?
Start it over.
Why would you do this? These are our friends, Christopher. Our supporters.
Wad says,
our
well,
lifeline.
with this much fister, some loosens... I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna say that properly. What?
Fisters!
Double T. An amazing idea. I want a goblin green base on this Mr. Fister.
I'll do it. And then I'll post it on the internet saying, I found this OG Space Marine that's out of print, classic Space Marine, so I thought I'd do him justice. This is one of the original Fister's Legion models that GW never reprinted.
Wow. Okay. You're going to do a goblin green base.
Yeah, I'll do a green base on him. I'll do that. I won't do pink plaid, but I will do that.
Wow. Chat, this is actual history in the making.
I will. I'll do it. It's all the things I hate.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know if he'll do it.
I'll do it.
He might get
I'll
off the
even
stream
leave it
and be
that way.
like,
I won't paint it black, chat. I won't paint it black.
You won't?
I won't paint over it black. I will leave it green.
Can you put sand on it too?
I will put sand on it,
the
yes.
classic green sand?
I might want to do more with the base than just sand.
You can do whatever you want. The people are demanding goblin green base.
I'll do goblin green.
Is that what they used to put on them?
Yeah. As far as paint color, it was goblin green.
It was. No. I meant like, what was the classic method? Did they put little sand bits on there?
White glue into the sand.
And did they paint
I call it mastic, but
then
whatever.
they painted the sand.
And then they painted the sand. Yes.
Wow.
Welcome to history, Christopher. This is what gave all of the life to miniature painting.
Wow.
Your forebears.
My for something.
Sisters!
I don't know what you want from me anymore. Hey, it's 4 o'clock. You've got stuff to do.
Are you leaving?
You have stuff to do, you said.
I don't have anything to do.
You said you had to talk to Ellie, I guess.
Oh, I do have to talk to Ellie, but she's here till 6.
I'm here till 6.
Then I'm painting.
I see.
You don't have to stay. You can go do things.
I do have to reply. Hold, please.
He's got to go yell at Gabe.
No, Gabe is messaging me.
Is he saying he's sorry he didn't invite you to lunch?
How do I mute Gabe?
How do you mute Gabe? Why would you mute Gabe? Gabe is a fine gentleman.
He's all right. You're all right. We're all just okay.
Wow.
You like that, chat? That was the old man yelling at clouds, my impression. Grah! Get out of here, everybody.
Chat, I apologize for Christopher.
That was my,
He's having an abusive producer day. They happen.
Hold. I'm replying.
To whomst?
To Homsley.
To Homs? I don't employ a Homsley. How's the team doing?
Oh, they're great. Team's great. I'm just replying. Yeah. What brushes do you typically paint with? Ask. I can't see the name. Sanar? What brushes do you typically paint with, Jason?
I have a mix of our synthetics and sables. So pretty much all the brushes that we use.
And the Dauntless set, too.
Right. So our Pro Synthetics, Dauntless brushes are part of our synthetic line. Our Pro Sables.
Papa Chicken said, does this change in Chris's hours mean that we're going to see a lot of more extended streams?
I don't know. Would you like to see more extended streams?
I mean, we've been going pretty long recently.
Yeah.
No, what I told Jason is that technically the show goes from 2 to 4. Anything after that is after hours, which at some point I will be changing up my setup over here so that then I can also do other stuff. Our responses might get a little bit lower because the official show is 2 to 4, but then that way I can also be doing something at my desk. What do you think of that, Jason?
I think dark plum is a wonderful color. Thanks for asking, Chris.
He doesn't give a flying rat's patootie what I just said. He's like, I don't give a flying... I don't even know what that man just said.
My butt clenched just a little bit as you went off on that tirade. I was a little worried there, chat.
Hey,
maybe we had just lost Christopher. A flying rat's patootie.
That's what my stripper name was.
Flying rat's patootie.
I'm so sorry.
Flying rats.
No,
And up on stage 2.
Flying Rats Patootie.
Flying Rats Patootie.
Dancing to Somebody I Used to Know by Gautier.
That's a very sad act you have there.
Somebody that I used to know. Oh, why are you using Dark Plum?
Damn, Chris.
You like that?
No,
hey,
I don't.
No language on here. No, it's because he's painting red. That's going to be a red helmet. All rise for Dark Helmet. Dark Plum is Jason's comfort color. What's your comfort color, Jason? What color just makes you all...
Ooh, good question.
All kinds of warm inside. What's your comfort color?
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
I don't... Dark purple? No, that's just the tool that you like.
Yeah.
What's your comfort color, Jason?
Boy, that's a great question. I don't know, right? Because that's not like... I usually deflect the... What's your favorite color?
What's your comfort color?
But comfort color is probably something I have that I've never really thought too much about.
Would you say pale yellow?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
What does comfort color mean to you? I actually don't know what that means to you.
Well, I think of comfort food, right? I think it's like something that when you go to that color, it's just a natural reach. It's like if I ever have a need for a color, I'm stuck where I don't know what I'm going to do. What's the color that you know you can always reach for because it solves so many problems?
Oh.
Right? Because like comfort food would be like, do you like chicken fried steak?
Yeah.
You know, is it something where no matter what somebody says, like, hey, I want to go out to dinner tonight. Great, what do you want? Well, I don't know, but if we were to choose chicken fried steak, I'll never say no.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing. So if it was one of those where, you know, boy, that's a great question. I don't know.
What is it? You have to pick.
I have to pick one.
Jade, says Mo.
Boy, that's up there.
Mahogany,
Mo, that's
says
probably, arguably the best answer, I think.
You think jade?
I think jade.
Okay, why jade?
Because it is such a good color. It goes with damn near everything.
Okay.
There's not a bad situation to pick jade, I don't think. You'd have to really try hard to find one where I'd be like, nah. Because we always say, if you're in a dilemma, if you're picking a color for a detail spot on the model, right? Always go to jade. At least look at jade first. I'm just very quickly glazing this dark plum over my wonderful Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray is another one, though. You're looking at one right here, right? Payne's Gray. It's such a great one. Now, it's not very vibrant. It's a shadow color, so I think maybe we would kind of forget about the darker tones.
I was going to say dark umber is mine.
Okay. You paint a lot of browns and greens, so...
yeah, I would say dark umber is kind of would be my comfort color. Olive flesh is my favorite color, but dark umber, yeah. I always turn to dark umber. That's typically where actually all of my shadows are, dark umber. That or dark camo green. But typically it's actually dark umber. And that's my TED Talk.
It's a good brooding emo color for you.
A brooding emo color? What does that mean?
His voice cracked. That one got him.
Emo color? Good thing there's a wall between me and you.
Good thing there's a wall between the two of us.
Yeah, so at some point I'm going to get a standing desk back here, chat, so that I can
throw things at him again.
So that I can stand longer. I actually prefer to stand.
Guess what, Chris?
Yes.
I'm standing.
I know. I would like to stand
Fisters!
I would like to stand with you.
Chat. Help us help you.
With what?
I don't know.
They don't need help.
It sounded good.
You want answers?
They do want answers. That's why they ask great questions.
No. No, chat. You've been asking.
No.
Ah!
Fix my
Help!
light.
It's getting hot. It's the hot season. Oh no.
Fix my light.
It's actually probably getting hot up there. We haven't turned the AC.
Fix my light. Sorry you blew all your ears out there, chat.
I'm sorry. No, there's a noise. They're fine. I fixed it. Oh, please.
Dark plum over Payne's gray with just a very quick glaze, right? Using the brush so that I can then go to airbrush over the top of this and not get a lot of overspray on everything else. If you can work your couple of first layers up with the brush and get it to be nice and a good, blend base, then you can go in and airbrush over to the top, which will be our next step. Airbrush. And this is where we will just do dark plum direct into the mechanism, chat. Like so. I probably wasted a lot of paint. I'm only doing one head, so I've already wasted a lot. I already have a lot of paint on the palette and a lot of paint in the cup. So there you go. Oh boy. I'm always glad when you're here. You're one of my favorite people, Chris.
I guess so. Jason?
What?
Did you see those models I put over here?
What models?
Those massive ones?
How can I see models? It's so dark. I can't see a damn thing. It's all black over there.
And the Galactus I put over there.
Oh, okay.
I want to paint those, Jason.
No, you're not.
Just for you.
No, you're not.
What do you mean, no, I'm not?
No, you're not.
I don't like your tone.
You never like my tone.
Philip just said, I thought Chris was a professional.
Well, that went out the window.
What?
How
What?
dare I?
You guys are going to miss me when I'm gone.
When are you going?
Right now.
Not that I need you to. I'm just wondering how to schedule.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's all back up. This is a painting stream, all right? When do we find out the real name of the special sauce? Panic Bomb asks.
Thursday. 2 days from today. As in Thursday.
Thursday. Get ready.
We do. The worldwide release of the name, all things will be known.
And yes, if you don't know what we're talking about, Jason, over the last several months, but not, you've been developing this for a long time.
Yeah.
But over the last few months, Jason's been using all of the special sauces on stream.
Yeah.
So all the Conquest stuff, you can go watch that and see that as well.
I've been putting it through its paces, chat. Using it in all sorts of situations. As base coats, like you would expect a contrast paint to work. As filters, through the airbrush, you name it. Anything you can imagine doing with this paint, you can do. It's not going to slow you down. It's going to give you lots of great benefits. And then you're going to be able to move right into the next technique you want to learn if you're starting as a beginner. Or if you're already very well established and have a lot of tools in your arsenal for painting already, it's just going to be a great additive. I've never liked the idea of making these colors until it was something that was done in a way that would make me want to use them on my models. And I've been using them on, I don't know, damn near every model, Chris.
Yeah, you have been.
Unless I have been intentionally not using them, I've been using them on every model.
Yeah. This one, today you specifically haven't been using that because you were doing a specific
more traditional style layering and stuff here.
How did you get a job at Monument Hobbies? That's a great question.
So
who knows?
I put in my application through the website. They had an application on the website, and I went there and submitted my resume, and here I am. So it's that easy. Chase your dreams.
Ghost Hunter says, does special sauce work in high humidity like the first matte varnish did? ?
I'm sorry, what?
Does special sauce work in high humidity like the first matte varnish did? ?
Ghost Hunter, what are you talking about? The first matte varnish in high humidity would turn satin, which is why we didn't release it. What do those two have in common?
Yeah, I don't know what you're asking here, Ghost Hunter.
Like the reason why we delayed the use or the release of the matte varnish was because we found out that in high humidity, which we don't have here in Arizona, that it would kind of satin out,
Right.
which is true of all matte varnishes. But we didn't like that for ours. So we went back to the drawing board for damn near a year to get it right.
Jason, that must have been a tough interview process for you, says Delka.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah. 6 rounds.
Lumberjack, what if I don't have a resume, but you know me to be a truck driver as long as you know me?
Fired. What do you mean? Am I hiring you to be a truck driver?
That's what Lumberjack's asking.
I have to have better understanding of what we're asking here. Are you asking me to drive a truck for Monument Hobbies? We don't have one. All right, red.
Oh, that's red, all right. What red is that?
Bold Pyro.
I see. If I had a nickel, I would spend it. This guy's looking very space kingy.
Yeah. Getting a little bit of overspray on stuff that I'm not happy with.
Wirehead, you need a lot more to just buy a coffee. I'm available if you ever need a gray hat network engineer. Okay.
A what?
A gray hat network engineer?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. What's a gray hat network engineer? Brent says, and in this case, the overspray is okay because it's a bounce light, question mark?
It can be used that way, but we'll go back over it with yellow off the brush. So I'm not worried about it. I can go back in over the little areas here. The thing is that had we done the helmet and then sprayed the yellow would be harder because where the yellow would intrude on this would be in shadows of a color that would be difficult for me to then blend back out. On the yellow, it's much easier for me to glaze in the oranges and the yellows and the shadows to fix this.
Yeah.
Next to the reds.
So you're saying,
initially we were thinking about doing white. So.
Yeah. So you're saying that this was a lot easier to fix because the yellow you would have had to get all over the place.
Yeah, initially, if I had this to do again, we might do the red at the same point and with the same base colors that we were doing the yellow, like with the burnt sienna and such.
Yeah.
Rather than the Payne's gray, just because it would have worked better. But remember, I was going to do white originally, and so that's why we built up the color the way we did. Switching over to red is a little bit different, but it's still easy to correct.
Wirehead. Oh, IT security for 25 years. Interesting. Well, I'll keep that in mind, Wirehead. This model is very fun. It's a very fun model. You know.
I think that's pretty good there. Not too much overspray, just right around the shoulders.
I see. That's a nice red you got there, Jason.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I didn't thin this at all, right? So this is just right in the pot.
Yeah.
And the idea here is that wanting to make sure that I've got enough of that plum showing through still.
You didn't thin this. Okay.
No, I didn't thin it at all.
Interesting.
Just feathering it on. Because the wetness of thinning it would make the overspray a little harder to control.
I see. Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then I think, do I go straight to, I think maybe a little bit of orange red on here. Then we'll repair the overspray, and the rest will be done with a brush. I mean, I may go to, I have a little bit of eclectic salmon here.
Oh.
I don't know that I want to use it, though. We'll see.
You think you'll go up for like a highlight?
I don't know. Let's see. The orange red is over this not going to be as bright as I want it. This is one of those places where I could very likely do the white again, like we did on the yellow.
Yeah.
But I would have to be careful, because then when doing the orange red over it, it would turn a little bit pink. It would turn into that salmon color.
Yeah.
So I might just go straight to the salmon color anyway. We're going to be weathering this a lot. So I don't know.
When you say weathering, what do you mean?
I'm going to do chipping and all the tank style weathering on him.
Okay, got it.
We're going to do a lot of fun stuff with him. So I could either go straight to the salmon, or does the orange red make sense? I don't know. I think I'm going to do a little bit of orange red. We're out of orange red.
You're out of orange red?
It feels like it. Probably from making an entire bottle of eclectic salmon.
Oh, that's a good point. Because you mixed that. Why don't you use eclectic salmon here? You just don't want to?
Well, it'll be next.
Oh, I see. There's an in-between.
On the Blood Angels, we did this in between.
Okay, got it. I see.
Although this was before red orange existed, or orange red existed.
Right.
So on the Blood Angels, the original workup was orange and pyrrole red mixed.
Lumberjack says, #still waiting. Oh, and you'll wait. Oh, you'll wait. Ooh.
That works pretty well.
I mean, I think so. I think you've done it. Love that workup, says Commander Ken. Love it.
Yeah, now I don't think I need eclectic salmon. Yeah, it gives me a good hot spot on the red. I'm fine with that. Although I have to think about the fact that I'm going to put a white stripe on there.
Okay.
So,
is it going to be right down the middle, you said?
Yeah, or something like that, kind of around that middle of the head area. And that's fine, though.
Rattlecan says, oh, no, he looks like Ronald McDonald.
Yeah. And then with the white stripes. I mean, that's Fisters!
Hey, you know what?
I know a lot of what's, a who, and a couple of whys.
You know what?
Yes, I just said. I do.
I hope you're all enjoying yourselves today.
Oh.
That's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are painting up a Psycho Warrior. This is from Space King.
Space King! I don't know why. It sounds like what was that guy? Oh my God. The cartoon guy. He had like a, we've talked about this before. He had a late at night. He used to be a Saturday morning cartoon character that had like a, oh my God, why am I losing this? It's like Birdman, but he was space. He had like a bird head mask. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
What? I don't know. Mo says the cartoon guy with the hair and the face.
The guy with the thing and the stuff.
You mean the man?
No, it wasn't. Space Ghost. Yeah, Space Ghost.
Harvey Birdman?
No, it's Space Ghost. It's a Space King.
Space Ghost, Blue Falcon.
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost.
Yeah, it became like a Mystery
Ghost.
Science 3000 type character, but he was originally a cartoon. There was a cartoon for Space Ghost. It was, I swear to God. All right, so I have to use some Bold Titanium White off the brush. No more airbrush, Brusha. We're done. Done with the airbrush. I know, it's been fun. But now what we want is to put that away. And then get some agua. Into some white. And we're going to have to, where our overspray hit the top of like the peck here.
Okay.
I need to use white on that. Almost like I'm doing an edge highlight. And the idea being that I will create a spot where I can glaze the warm yellow back over.
Okay.
And get that bright yellow back. Because the overspray in that area would have been white. Or brighter, right? Same thing over here. I'm going to create a little bit of a
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast or something like that. But initially, when I was a kid, Space Ghost was a Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, yeah. I know this person.
Like, so the red over here, I don't care, because when I put the yellow over that, it's just going to turn back into more of an orange. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then these, I'm going to need to...
Oh, because you're making kind of like a pseudo-reflection almost?
Yeah, almost. And then same thing up in here.
Wire said, yep, with Johnny Quest, Speed Racer, Rocket, Robin Hood, and those cartoons were awesome.
Was that it? Speed Racer? Was that the same kind of hour
Yeah.
that it did it? I remember Thundar the Barbarian. Does that sound like a thing?
Thundar?
Thundar the Barbarian. Anybody remember that?
Thundar? I hardly know her.
Oh, here we go.
Darth says, would it have been helpful to use silly putty right there for masking, or is it too narrow?
I had just gotten done airbrushing, so no, I typically would not use something like a masking over fresh airbrushing.
Just because it could, like, lift it up?
Yeah, you'd lift it up. Right? So you got to be careful because we're moving fast on a stream. A lot of the things that you might try normally when you have patience and time are not things we can do on the stream because we're moving color to color to color to color very quickly. So just remember that sometimes I'm saving myself a lot of grief by not doing what may seem like a smarter move. Because, yeah, the silly putty would have been great. Okay, so there I'm just kind of fuzzing this out with thin down titanium white over these areas. And then we'll take the warm yellow. I actually have the same warm yellow we sprayed still. We'll start with that.
Can you come down a little bit? Oh, perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's the same stuff we sprayed. It'll work a little differently off the brush, but it's still very good. And we may just layer it up a couple times. But I'm going to put it over the red overspray and then on top of that white we just painted.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Because the red and the yellow give you an orange, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's going to work pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Looking pretty cool, Jason.
Getting us there.
Did a lot of progress on this guy today.
Yeah. Got all of our main colors on. And some of the detail coloring just through the Payne's gray layers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to overwork these areas, so I'm going to just get them nice base layer of yellow done, and then we'll come back and work it up, blend it in as we go. That gives us a good start.
Mm-hmm. Jason, I'll be right back.
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back.
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back.
You miss your treadmill sometimes? We have a treadmill at the house that Jen uses. I ride the bike. More lately than ever, and it's been good. Oh yeah, this area back here I completely forgot about. Holy. That we probably need to go over with orange first. I'm going to take the same Nova orange that we did. That's a little too red. Remember, we did the yellow over Nova Orange, so we'll take the same Nova Orange and just wet brush. So we're just going to turn this into a very thin coverage orange. That's too red. We might use this Nova Orange over the overspray areas too if it works well here. We'll get a pretty good fleshy tone out of the orange going over the red first.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Chris. It's good to have you.
Hey, thanks, ma'am. Hey. You.
Get off my cloud.
I see.
Oh, sorry. What do you see?
I see. Oh, that's good water. That's nice.
Again, just kind of feather blending some of the orange in there over the red to get us back to more of a orangey base if I can. That side's not bad. I'm going to do a little bit of that over here too.
No, I didn't use the restroom, Lumberjack. I had to go get something from the other side of the building.
What?
I got myself a little snack because I was very hungry.
I have a meat stick, Chris.
You have a meat stick?
I told you you could have my meat stick.
Oh. I'm all right. Thank you, though.
That's the ticket.
No, this is the ticket.
You know not of what you speak.
What'd you do?
I'm using the Nova Orange in place
like
of the white with the yellow. I was still a little red. It didn't give me the exact orange I wanted blended together like that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So the Nova Orange over the top and then feather the yellow over that should give me a much cooler or closer look to the original workup. So I'm just glazing Nova Orange in just real haphazard here. Like so.
Prickle says, hey, fellas, I'm patiently waiting for your answer to the contrast paints, but in the meantime, is there any recommended way we can kind of make our own?
Glaze wash medium can kind of do it, but after having made this, I'm reluctant to tell you to do that.
Okay.
I know that's a shame, but it really isn't going to give you what you want. Because it doesn't have the tinting strength on those surfaces that really drives it home and gives you that
punch.
Yeah, that value change and everything that you're really looking for. So, oh yeah, that's going to be much better. I'll go back with the yellow over the top of this, but that's going to, I think, clear a lot of that out. So, unfortunately, no. Originally, I would have said, yeah, I mean, the glaze wash medium does a great job. Gives you a lot of play and ability to work in that arena.
Yeah.
And do, a zenithal highlight and then work that in underneath the paint with the glaze wash medium, and you can get a really good look. But it takes extra prep time when it gets just so simple with the new paints. So it gives me kind of a fleshy tone.
Yeah.
But that's going to work well with the yellow over it. I just need to give it time to dry. Doodly-doo-doo. like so. Yeah, like that.
That's looking good. The Fisters.
Fisters! Well, we're waiting on that to dry because I got to be careful and not go over the top of that too soon, or I will tear that paint. We were base coat. Oh.
What's
I did a red helmet. I would normally do the bolt gun or whatever the hell they have. Their space laser.
Yeah?
I would do it with the red body, but I've got red head.
Why? Wait a second. You mean red body? Oh.
The gun, right? So a lot of times I will go through and do the bolt gun with a red casing.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
But he has a red helmet, so I don't know that I want to do that.
Okay.
We could do another color. Green was a thing way back in the day, but we're going to do green base, right? Goblin green base ring you guys are making me do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, Takamara says, thinking of making some swatch boards for Pro Acryl paints, would you recommend I go by number, set, or color type? Jason organizes his with hue, correct, Jason?
Yeah, mine are all done in hue, right? So I start with my reds, then I go oranges, yellows, right? So I pick a color like red, start with the dark reds, move to the bright reds, then I think of the color that and another primary make. In this case, I chose oranges. I put the oranges in between the yellows and the reds, and that's one flight. Then I go down to greens, into blues. Then I go out of my blues into purples, into flesh tones, out of flesh tones into browns, browns into blacks, into grays, and then into white black. So, up to you. I think there's a there's a world where it really doesn't matter so long as you know where your reds are.
Yeah.
I would always say group them by hue is going to be your best choice. I'm just going to paint red, screw it. I'm going to do the red differently, though. It's not going to have the plum and the Payne's gray. It's just going to be black red into reds. So it'll be a little different.
Oh, there's a little skull on there.
Yeah.
That's fun. I didn't notice that. Ooh, that's such a good red.
Black red is good.
Taka says, thank you for the advice. Other than base, any set either of you recommend to get first? Oh.
Expansion set 1.
Yeah?
When I'm talking to people that are just getting involved in the line and wanting to know how to start the color range off, the base set and expansion set 1 are fantastic because they give you the range of hues, right? You've got some jades in there.
Yeah.
You've got the base, colors, your blues, greens, bold pyro red, titanium white, coal black, right?
Yeah.
You've got all the heavy hitters and best sellers. Or a lot of the best sellers that are in there, and it gives you just a really good feel for how the range works across yellows, whites, reds, greens, blues, all the primaries.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of those two together. You get yellow ochre, some of my most used colors, dark blue, dark purple, right? All of those are going to come in between those two sets.
Right.
So great place to start. And then after that, it's really all about what are you painting? Do you have a project? A favorite color palette you use? Get the colors for that palette. A project you're painting where you know what the colors are that you need. If you're doing an army and you've already got it decided, then get the colors for that army and go to town. That's really where I tell people to think in terms of what works for you, because the best thing to do is to buy the colors you're going to use.
The base set is obviously amazing. I also love Vince's set.
Yeah, then the signature sets like Vince's is great.
Vince is great. It's got a great one.
We use, between the royal purple, the white blue, the dark yellow green.
A lot of staples in there.
Yeah, the flesh
gray.
tone that's in there. It's, you got the beige red. You will use all of Vince's set if you follow me ever.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. If you follow along with any of my color schemes, I will use something out of Vince's set all the time. My favorite set by far.
Yeah, that one is definitely something I've definitely done. Plum Crunchy says, "Hey peeps, I just wanted to say thanks for all your help and advice on the streams. I've learned a ton, and you've really inspired me onto a hobby streak that started this year.
Fantastic.
So far, I've painted 57 minis this year, way more than I've lived on in my entire of 2025. Nice,
man. That's awesome.
Plum Crunchy,
glad to hear.
You. Thank you for
I'm
up.
on one of those streaks where I'm painting more than I have in years, if that's possible. And that's just great. I find myself thinking about hobbying more often and stuff. So hopefully that's bleeding off on a lot of you.
I think so.
That would be no crime. That would be the crime I would be more than happy to say was mine.
Yeah. Panic Bomb says, I haven't finished a model yet this year. Oh, no. Panic Bomb.
Said anything about finishing?
That's true.
I thought the statement was we had painted more than we had before.
Oh, Jason, no.
Does it mean finish?
You finish models.
Every now and then I do. Every now and then I do. I leave finishing to the people who are of sterner stuff than I.
I see. Jason.
Sorry, yes, sir.
Scour saying, what faction is this guy painted as?
The Fisters!
Chat, you get what you pay for.
Sergeant Budimus of the Fisters.
And it's free. So I don't know what else you want.
It's free. That's probably the best way to put it. You get what you pay for.
You don't have to be here, but you choose to be, and we love that. And that's why we love you. Don't go anywhere.
Careful now. You got to be a 900 number here pretty soon.
Hey, don't go anywhere yet.
Gonna make them pay by the minute.
We're just about to get to the after hours part of stream. Oh wait, we're already there.
Whoa, hey, whoa, hey, hey, whoa, hey.
Odin Kane says, as someone who suffers from perfectionism, nothing is ever finished.
Right, 100%. I have this problem. I feel threatened by your statement.
Why don't you get things done, Jason?
Huh?
Why don't you finish these models?
Because what's the fun in that?
That's what they're gonna ask you.
Is?
Chat, but that's why I protect you. See what I'm saying? See?
I think you're creating job security.
You like that deflection
No,
sound?
I don't like those sounds.
You do. You'll like it.
I don't like the sounds.
Oh, you like it, all right.
Oh, I don't. I don't like that. Can you stop?
Jason, you love that.
I don't like that.
No. Mo says, protect us from what exactly?
Mo, exactly. I'm curious about the same thing.
I'm protecting Jason from you.
He does.
Chat, the beautiful people.
I don't feel like chat does anything untoward to me. So I'm curious as to what you're protecting me from.
I'm protecting you from chat.
But they don't do anything.
You never need to know. That's the point.
Oh, Jesus.
You never know.
Sweet baby Jesus.
From ever getting questions answered, says Lumberjack. From ever getting questions answered. Ah! GW.
Tim, I don't know what happened here. But I'm going to need y'all to make up. Hug and make up, you two.
That's funny.
I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I'm just saying.
Oh, we love all of you. And we're so glad you're here.
Except that one guy.
Except for that Jason guy.
Wait, what?
What? Blue.
I'm Jason.
Kupling. That's my ricochet sound.
What
Jason.
happened to protecting me from things?
did. I am. That's what I'm here.
That was throwing me under the bus.
I have been ignoring questions, Lumberjack. This is the after hours.
He thinks that's a get out of jail free pass for him.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's going on his review.
Oh, it's going.
Hey, so you know all those times after 4,
Good.
Chris?
Good. Count them up. Get a tally going.
So, Chris.
Does that mean it's rated R now? Double T, no. We run a family-friendly PG-13 rated show.
PG-13, we get 1 F word.
That's right. Keep me accountable, Lumberjack. You have to. Keep me accountable. That's what I say. Heresy in a bottle, says Double T. I'm glad I didn't label this painting Fisters.
Fisters!
Love is a strong word, says Mo. Yes, it is. The question is, whose family is this based off of, says Kriegs. Who is the Primarch of the Fisters?
Glutamus Maximus.
Glutamus Maximus.
We are all glutamus in the Fisters.
Oh.
This is Sergeant Glutamus. I'm Glutamus.
Panic Bomb. Chris, where is the second part of the survey? Well. If I was you, I'd be around come, I don't know. I'd say April.
Jeez.
Why don't you guys go back and...
I need to preface this with Monument Hobbies.
Let's see.
Cannot be held liable for anything presented to you via the newsletter.
Oh, I will.
And Chris's
You'll fill it out.
For
the first question says, what's your bank account so I can withdraw all your money?
Well, at least it's honest about what he needs it for.
That's right. I need it. There you go. That's the question number 1 in survey number 2. That's not. I don't ask that in survey number 2.
How do you know? You haven't even written it.
I write the surveys,
But
Jason.
you haven't written it yet.
How do you know that?
I know.
You don't know.
I better
You don't know at all.
I do know.
You ignore these surveys.
What?
You don't look at these surveys.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't look. I could have sent thousands of surveys by now.
No, I would have heard. I pay attention to our community and their pain. And this would have definitely been a
lot of people
pain.
took that survey. And number two, let me tell you.
The next survey is called Who Does Number 2 Work For?
Chapter 2 in the Saga of the Three.
Who does number 2 work for?
See, there has to be enough time between survey 1 and 2, Panic Bomb. Otherwise, because I've only said there's only going to be 3, so I can't give you 2 right off the bat. Plus, number 1 was such a banger that number 2 is going to be glorious.
Number 1 was such a banger.
It was.
A self-prescribed banger.
It was great.
Oh, it was wonderful.
It's wonderful. I took all of it. I'm glad you all took it. Double T says, I called the Hobby Nerd Protection Society and they just kept asking for $1.2 million.
Hey, whoa. I can't be held responsible
no.
for your inability to listen properly.
Double T, that was a real society. And by was, I mean still is. You can call that hotline number and somebody will pick up. So I would give it a ring-a-ding-ding if you haven't. And if you're wondering about that, you can go watch our recent commercial because we want to give back to our community. And we are, and we have, and we will.
How come I haven't seen anybody getting bags?
That's a great question.
Like, why aren't people showing off their bags? Because everybody is getting them, doesn't have any idea about it. And they're like, what the hell is this bag?
You want to know what, too? I think people half of them don't think it's real.
How can they not believe?
How can they not believe? How can they not believe?
I don't understand, Christopher. What are you insinuating?
Trash Romano, you want to see our No. Hey, Wirehead, take it easy. Have a good night.
Take it easy.
You take it easy.
Hey, you take it easy.
Jason, it's almost 5 o'clock.
I don't care.
It's 4:54.
We will quit.
You will quit?
We'll quit.
Oh, you'll dance.
Oh, I won't. I got to go talk to Ellie.
That's right.
I got to go see if we can afford an operations manager. Anybody out there, qualified operations director, want to come move to Arizona? We'll pay you in love and couch pizza.
Couch pizza?
Yeah, I feel like that's a good deal.
What's that?
Huh?
What's a couch pizza?
The pizza you find in the couch?
I was just about to say.
Isn't it in the name?
That's, well...
It's like asking what a grilled cheese is.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if the pizza's in the couch or if the couch can just have a pizza on it. I don't understand.
All of the above, my friend. Stop reading too much into it. It's a couch. It's pizza. All right, there we go. Bye-bye. I spent more time on all of this than I did painting the model.
Esphys, Chris realizes he hasn't been getting the couch pizza benefits. That's true.
He doesn't know what couch pizza is.
I guess not.
How does this happen?
Dax says, let me know when y'all need an archaeologist. Okay.
Okay.
Will do. If we ever need that, we definitely would probably call upon you, someone from chat, to do that job. I guess.
I mean,
pizza the couch. Okay, Rattlecan. That's too silly.
All right, I'm going to call it quits. I like it. Feels good.
You get
Looks
a lot
good.
done. You got a lot done on this thing, Jason.
Yeah. No, now it's on to the details. For the Fisters. For Budamus Maximus. I think that's what we should call him.
Budamus Maximus.
It should just say, it should have a ribbon on this shoulder that says Budamus Fisters.
I see. Budamus Maximus. Do.
Yes, there we go.
Do.
He could be Glutamus Maximus.
Glutamus Maximus.
We're going to call him Budamus. So it's not so evident that it's a butt joke, Chris.
Should he have one red hand?
No.
No.
Maybe.
Gross. Gross. Psycher, that is disgusting. You silly people.
Ghost Hunter says that in our Discord we have 6,758 special sauce Space King Fisters in the Discord. Dun dun dun! Fisters!
All right, Jason.
Everyone, my friends, my internet nerd family, thank you once again for hanging out and watching us paint up a yellow armored Psycho Warrior of the Fisters. Oh, that's the wrong sound for that.
I'm just pressing all the buttons.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a cool model. It nearly took the life out of me priming him because he was already in like bright red and blue. So
I mean, also it was a great yellow armor workup. People have been asking for that, so I'll clip that for you, chat. You're welcome.
There you go. There you go. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. As always, your time means the world to us that you spend it with us, watching some paint dry, asking some great questions, keeping chat lively. Please make sure to hit the follow and or the subscribe button, depending on where you're watching. We stream live to Facebook, YouTube, and Kick Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monument Standard Time is our normal hours, and then we have some after hours. Like now, we did an extra hour today. You just never know, chat. You just never know.
That's right.
So thanks for hanging. Check out all the links that Chris put up in chat. Definitely join the Discord over with a great crowd over there. Nearly 7,000 amazing artists just like yourselves. Great inspiration, great place to make friends, tell horrible jokes, get all the latest updates. It is where all of the latest monument info goes live first.
Yep.
So make sure to catch up with us over there. Hit up the stores on both the .com and the .eu sites, depending on where you live in the world, and grab yourself some Monument Hobbies Pro Acryl. I think you'll like it.
I think you will.
We pull no punches. We show you exactly how the paint works and what to do with it live on stream every day, but we talk beyond just our brand and into the world of painting to help everybody out to feel better and more invigorated when going and picking up the brush on your own. So we're glad you tune in. Keep bringing the questions. Keep feeding us. Thank you so much for your time. Stick around. Chris is going to find us somebody to raid, some more hobby goodness as you go off into your dose day evening. We'll catch you back here for Hump Day. Have a wonderful evening, and love your faces. We're out of here.